What? Hello. Mild panic when I tried starting the stream a second ago. I was having troubles up. Fun sneeze right there. That was just a fun sneeze. Oh my goodness. My internet was just crept on me for like a second before I started streaming, and I guess it's okay now, which is good. Fun times. Yeah, Pentiment. I keep fucking up the name of this game. What I'm trying to say it, Pentiment. Yeah, I know a little about it, and partially that's by Obsidian. Seemingly odd type of game for them to do. I don't know. Maybe. But there are a lot of choices and stuff, and they do like the games with the choices, the choices matters games, the Fallout, the Outer Worlds, and Pillars of Eternity, that good shit. Stylus fonts are easy. I think easy to read fonts. I might have some trouble with some of these fonts. Yeah, might have a little bit of trouble. I don't want that. Don't appreciate weird fonts that make it incredibly hard to read. Is this rock? Why do I have a rock? Boom, boom, boom. I'm erasing. Oh, it's an eraser. It's not a rock, it's an eraser. Oh, good. I'm rewriting the story. That's what I'm doing, I guess. That's okay. That's cute. Fun. See that. So I gotta. Okay, I don't gotta erase the whole thing. Just do it for me. He knows I'm going too slow. Thanks, games. Thanks, games? Did I say games multiple? Game. It's one game. Why did I say? It's okay. I don't know how to speak. It's okay. Words are very hard. Difficult. Impossible. Mint. It's like set in like medieval Europe, I guess. It's got a very interesting art style to it. First saw a look at it, what was it, during E3 or something one year, and it was like, oh, it's, weird. And then I totally completely forgot the name of the game, and when it came out, I was like, the fuck is this shit? And I completely ignored it until I saw someone post on my timeline about it, and then saw that it was by Obsidian, and I was like, oh, it's that game, oh shit, okay, cool. I think it was on a lot of people's Game of the Year last year as well, so it's good, bodes well. Well, maybe that means the Obsidian will be be able to do some different style games in the future after they do Outer Worlds too. Although they're also doing, what's the other one? What's the other one doing? Arrowfell? Is that kind of different? I don't know. From what I can tell, it looks like it's similar to what they're doing with the other stuff. They did do Grounded too, didn't they? That's also a little different than what they normally do. I guess they've got a pretty good range. A decent range. And the abbot said to me, Andreas, in the Shackle System Library, she finished commissioned by the end of April, keeping conversations with their Piero to a minimum. Sure. For the Piero was such a source of wisdom and encouragement for you, though. Indeed, the rule of the Christian contemplative life demands that the brothers not engage in idle chatter. Jesus Christ, what a pack of dullers. The abbey only stuck there for a few more months, Andreas. Had you repaid the abbot, Andreas? Apologize and say I avoid unnecessary confrontation in the future. Replied that the rule was for him, not for me. I'm an artist, not a monk. Yeah. Second one. And thank Christ for that. Ha 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 ha. His calling to God, yours is who has labored in the illumination that it brings. The abbot's house, everyone has to play by his rules, or rather, the rule. Despite the abbot's ire, you must endure. Then you have finished both the abbot's work as well as your masterpiece. Then you'll return to Nuremberg, where marriage and your new life as a master await you. Yes, marriage to someone he has never met. Hardly ideal. Oh, the alternative is becoming a philosopher. Jesus, then you should definitely get married. Is she pretty at least? My brother said in his letter, but maybe he's trying to lift my spirits. All poetry sounds lovely, but we artists can be flatterers. Who knows? Not why I'm doing it. It's growing late. The wheel of time stops for no man, Andreas. I fear you must leave us. Ah, true, your majesty. Will you visit us again soon? Hopefully, out of my control. I don't know. Can't always dream of this place. Hopefully. Those are many things. Trust in Providence. Gorbian, please see Andreas home safely. Of course, your majesty. Until next time, Andreas. Until next time, your majesty. I don't mind either of the fools, Andreas. I never do. Ah! At least I would if they'd stop stepping on my... Watch where you're going. Hehe, they're fools, Andreas. No point in trying to teach them anything. I know old John wants you to endure the abbot's shit. As I take you home, I get the last word. Let him run, you ragged boy. I won't. Can't push around. Need to board me now, so fine. I won't. That's what I like to hear. Great. Gah. Would you please stop? I think that was on purpose. I give up. Take me home, Grobian. He, as you wish, Andreas. Great. Good morning, Ursula. You, Ender. Time to get up. The Baron. 1518, huh? Okay. Picatrix, Keith Solomon, Hepatimeron, Friar Ferric. Keep giving me all these books to read. Okay. I should clean this up. Or not. Go to bed. Just immediately just go to bed. Great. It sounds good. And okay. Thank you, child, for that. Lara. Good morning, Andreas. Did you sleep well? Quite well. Ordinary. Sure, quite well. I'm so glad to hear it. Anyway, I'm gonna go off to the Abbey, so I packed you some food. Almonds, cheese, some of the rye you like from the albums. Otto wanted me to ask you to join him for dinner at the Abbey. Otto stopped by? Yes, around dawn. Here you are, Andreas. Too kind of you, Clara. Many thanks. Master Andreas, if it wouldn't be too much trouble, could we? Would it be too much trouble if you paid next month's rent today? And if we raised it by 2 groschen? I don't know what that means. Hey, Das, we're behind in our taxes to the Abbey. 2 months behind. He's losing his hair over it, even more than usual, I mean. Here. Question. Can't promise. Let's see what I can do. I'm not sure how to... What is this? I'm not sure how to respond to this. Rent wasn't due until the beginning of May. Dinner's interest. She can spend the money that was a burden. Consequences of inaction to account. What's the shit? Didn't they pay taxes every year? Why is this falling you to pay? What is this shit? Yeah, what is this shit? Sure. Yeah, ask why they're surprised. Pretty offended. I should maintain some distance from my problems. Okay. I promise to see what I can do. Of course, I understand. I hate to even ask you of you. Tasks get hard to pay every year. Peter works hard, but it just never seems like it's enough. Saint Luke bless you for helping us out. Speaking of St. Luke, how's your masterpiece coming along? Been 2 months now, hasn't it? Slowly, I'm afraid. Most of my days are spent doing work for the Abbey. During the barn office, that prior Farring allows me to work on my masterpiece. A reasonable restriction, but slow going. The city council isn't required to become a master. I'm making it mostly show clients, and for my own sake. And yes, when you finish, I'll go back to Nuremberg, where I will marry and open a workshop of my own. From Nuremberg to a university, and now traveling the world as an artist. The life you have ahead of you, Master Andreas. Yes, I suppose it does feel like I'm starting a new chapter in my life after missteps and wandering. Too much wandering. Must be rather frightening, starting all over again. It is. This will be remembered. Not people get to decide that. Certainly not anyone in Tassing. Anyway, I don't know anything about art. I've seen you sketching such beautiful things in your little book. Your masterpiece must be wonderful. It is. It's my finest work. Good. Makes me glad to see some confidence in the men around here sometimes. I have to get back to my work. Have a good day at the Abbey, Andreas. And we'll see you through Vespers for supper. Not tonight, but thank you. Klaus Strucker invited me over for supper. Of course. Please say hello to the Druckers for us. Of course. Until later, Clara. Hello, Andreas. Okay. A little conversation there. Andreas. That's Peter. Hail, Peter. God bless you, Andreas. Oh, yes, Andreas. This weather's been god-awful. Town's got a shit since my days. I think the townsfolk can do much about the weather. Huh? Of course they wouldn't know how to do anything now. No one follows the old ways anymore. The old abbot didn't bother us much about our customs. He didn't mind if we put a little offering to keep the skies clear, the weather fair. Matthias knew that Christ was in our hearts, even if the White Lady's name was on our lips. The spirits have been following the weather since no one follows the customs anymore. Sharper than you look, eh? Saints were the first one to watch over Tassing. My father knew that. Old Rannig Kemper knew that. The bastard abbot may not like it. Some of us like to keep traditions alive. What do the traditions entail? When you get up in the night to take a piss, go around the right side of the house and never go back the same way. That way the witches don't steal your soul. Oh, good. How interesting. Cough, cough. I should go. Alright, God bless you. Great. What a fun fellow. These sheep blocking my way? Okay. Told me I cannot go that way. Talk to this guy? No? He's just chilling? Alright. Oh, there we go. Morning, Andreas. Morning, Big Jorg. How's it going? You working today? Just taking a rest for a bit. Dad's still in the fields. He hit a big rock with the plow, and it took me Lord knows how long to pull it out. You off to the Abbey? Where else would I be going? Damn, Andreas, I don't know. Just making conversation. Smells like a storm's coming, no? Smells like fresh alpine air to me. Oh god. You've been traveling too much. Where was you spent your wandering RA before you came to Tassing? Take a background, okay. Andreas also made Italian and French. And reference culture touchstones from Basel and nearby Burns or Freiburg. There's some Dutch and French. It's Italian, a little Greek. Two Low Countries. Antwerp, Burs, Arters, and Ghent, all the great art cities of Flanders. Where's that? North and west, down by the sea. That's your problem. The sea air has confused your sense of smell. Spend enough time in these mountains and you'll be able to smell a storm coming. How long will that take? 10 10 to 15 years. I don't think I have that long. Big Yorg. You spend all the time in Flanders doing anyway. Other than art, I mean. Hedonist. Seeks pleasure wherever he goes, extremely social and quick experience all of the enjoyable vices of the world. Lives to work, dedicates his time to art. On working for time, trying to read books. Rapscallion. Getting involved in petty schemes, pranks, minor crimes, and fistfights. Businessman. Devotes much of his time to self-promotion after his... You like Rapscallion or Hedonist? Let's go Hedonist. Flemish women are beautiful and the beer is wonderful. What do you think I spent my time doing? Sounds like fun. Better not let Father Thomas hear about it. Why not? Priests tell us to emulate the lives of the saints. I revere St. Augustine, who said, Lord, make me chaste, but not yet. You say so, Andreas. I still think you're going to get in trouble with Father Thomas. Yorg. Anyway, I have to get going. Yorg, let's go. Guys are acting like I'm talking too long, even though I did all the work to get that rock out. See you later, Andreas. Until later. Big Yorg. Good name. Oh, Andreas, good timing. You have a moment to lend me a hand? Sure. Oh, I've got too many irons in the fire. Brother shoes. Horseshoes. It's kind of time they put in. I need a hand, else they'll overheat and I won't be able to work the metal. Here, take the shoe and the tongs. Put that part of the shoe on the anvil, and I'll hit it with the hammer. Oh, just sit there. Boom. Boom. Good. Next one. Ah, well done. See, short work. Thanks for the help, Andreas. I don't know what I was thinking doing all those at once. Sure be nice to have someone to help me out here every day. I'm considered an apprentice. I have. None of the boys in the village seem interested. You bet them. I bet you can get Bert Drucker. Klaus would have my head if I tried. Anyway, I don't want to take up any more of your time. I'll see you and Otto up by the Abbey guest house for dinner. Until then... Wintersmith Smithy. So much smaller than the one you used at the Abbey. More sheep blocking the way. The sheep don't want me to go certain ways. Okay. Martin, please, can you give me a hand here? What do you want? Keeping an eye on them. Literally just keeping an eye on them. It's a lot like standing there and doing nothing. Martin, for Christ's sake, help your cousin. Ah, morning, Andreas. Excuse us. One of the fence rails fell and the sheep started hopping it. Did I offer to help? Perhaps having others helps us, as for useful and take satisfaction in our work. Idiot Martin should be helping them. Yell at him, give him a good scare. Hehe. Kinda love that, yeah. Let's do that. Wait, that's presumptuous. I'm not too close to their family. Oh, help them or yell at the boy. I don't know. It's tempting to yell at the boy. Mind your own business, asshole. Martin, that's enough. Martin will remember that. Not Andreas, leave the discipline to my mother. Oh look, there's something going on up at the Steinar's place. What? What is this? Pointing, I'm pointing at you. You are pointing. Who's that in the horse? Looks rich. I don't know, Martin. Lucky's given him an earful. Christ, I haven't seen Lucky that worked up since Peter and Clara's wedding when Johann pulled his pants down. Great. Knocked two of my man's teeth out. You don't want to feel the strength behind a stone mason's anger. You think he's noble? He looks really rich. God damn it, Martin. Stay out of trouble for once. What, Aunt Hetty? Behave yourself. Don't we have enough to deal with right now? Andreas, if you wouldn't mind moving your skinny little body up the road, we keep these sheep under control. Of course. See you later. Don't work too hard, Martin. Yeah. They really are just everywhere, huh? People just... Oh, what the fuck? Morning, Andreas. How's it going? Okay, what the fuck with that text? Why? Why? It feels ominous. Morning, Klaus. Another day at the Abbey, another few hours to work on my masterpiece. Good to hear. You still coming by for supper tonight? Harry and Bert would love to see you. Really need to see the new woodcuts I have for an Italian edition of Till Eulenspiel. You realize Father Thomas let you print books in Italian. Come on, Andreas. He's not that strict. No, he's just trying to protect people from heresy, witch mania, adventure stories, a question mark, sloppy typesetting. Yes. Well, not all of us had the luxury of taking days to write a single page for a book in Journeyman Mailer. Only Journeyman for a few more months, then Master. Great, you can take a week for a single page and they'll probably pay you double for it. See, now you're thinking like a master artist. Too bad you're a printer. So, supper tonight after Vespers? Sure. Great, well, submarine birds are coming. See you then. See you later. God bless Master Mallory. I hope your week is going well. Running late to the Abbey. Whatever. Good, Andreas. I don't recall seeing you at Sunday morning mass. You understand how important it is for your salvation that you receive Holy Communion, don't you? Been working. Stayed up too late on Saturday. I don't want to get in an argument with him about this. Going to church Sunday be such a burden? I've heard consider for your own. Man has many duties, Father Thomas should appreciate how hard you work. Asshole can't make a good mass. To hell with him. I think he can make me go. Shit. Oh, God. Andreas, this is more about your success in this life. There is not... Oh my, what a blessed day to receive such an illustrious visitor. Mr. Mallow, this is Lorenz, Baron of Rothvogel, a great lord from the countryside near Worms. What a fun name for a town, Worms. Always want to go to Worms. Doesn't sound bad at all. Good to see you, Father Thomas. It's nice to be remembered fondly. I only wish for all your neighbors were as welcoming. Well, yes. What brings you back to our little town? My wife and I were returning from a trip to Venice when we spent a few days in Innsbruck, and it was terribly dull. I mean, it has a certain charm, much of these Alpine cities, but the place was crawling with nobles for the Emperor's diet. The Emperor, was he there? Did you see him? Briefly. He was sitting for a portrait at the time. Quite lovely. I don't want to bother him or the painter. Why was the diet assembled? Oh, nothing you need to worry about. Austrian things. Habsburg things. Boring even for nobles. Anyway, I've wanted to stay a bit longer in Innsbruck. I decided to ride ahead to make a visit to Sau. I heard Father Matthias died shortly after my last visit, of course. A great loss for the Abbey and for us all. Indeed, by good fortune I recently came across a copy of the Historia that say he was reading during my last visit. Father Matthias was hoping to find a second copy to corroborate the contents of the first. It contains some fascinating details about the history of this place. I'm afraid that might even cause a bit of a scandal. Yes, But I must be off. There will be enough time to discuss taskings past later. I commissioned a manuscript from the Abbey through Father Gernot, and I have come to check on its progress. Oh my lord, if you've come to see your manuscript, speak to the young Master Mailer here. True Master, blah 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 blah. Grace is a journeyman artist from Nuremberg. The next few months, he's also helping in the Abbey Scriptorium. Nuremberg artist working on an Abbey Scriptorium? In 1518? Oh, we should talk, Andreas. I must know the story. Mr. Donner, and the Abbey, suppose alright. Sure, suppose it's alright. Of course it is. I'll have a word with the abbot if he makes a fuss. Still makes a fuss? I'll have a word with the Prince Bishop of Freising, a good friend of mine. Thank you for the introduction, Father Thomas. Come to supper at the abbey tonight. I'm inviting you to the abbot's table. Is the abbot invite me? Oh, don't worry about it, Father. Just show up after Vespers. What's he gonna do? Refuse us? Excellent. We'll see you then. Niklaus, I'm dismounting. Run ahead of us and give the horse to the abbey's guest house. Take my time meeting with Master Mailer. I'll meet you there. Once, my lord. So then, a journeyman from Nuremberg. Forgive me for saying so. You seem a little old to not used to being master. You said you were unmarried? No, I'm not married, but in truth I came to my vocation later than my father and brothers. I was in university for a number of years at Erfurt. Erfurt, wonderful, the same university as Martin Luther. You've read his works, tremendous mind. There's things about the church that should have been said years ago. I gave him into trouble, but he's a brave, brilliant man. Wait, you must have even met him, did you? You must tell me. No, he was a few years ahead of me. He is fascinating. I agree wholeheartedly, so we must meet him if I get the chance. One of the good brothers of the Abbey, I've heard of him. Perhaps they even read of his list of 95 pieces against the church. Father Matthias was not above having a lively debate. I hope Father Gernot does not disappoint in that regard. Enough about Luther for now. Tell me about your university studies. Educated? Yeah. Did you attend university? No. My family is merely wealthy enough to have provided me with all the books and tutors a child could dream of. I love all knowledge, from Aristotle and Cerso to Fincio and Erasmus. God, these names, I do not know how to pronounce a lot of these. And everyone in between yet to come. I mistrust the Baron. Seems he is as well read as any university student. In truth, I'm simply happy to speak with another well-educated man. Ellen, did you earn your doctorate? No, I didn't. Only master's degree. I started working toward a doctorate, but didn't finish. Oh, this is a shame. What was your area of study? Strong understanding of Catholic theology, Bibles, canon, law, basically fracture systems, human biology, medicine, illness. Law. Law, I suppose. I thought I could practice it in Nuremberg. Never had much interest in the subject, honestly. A bit dull for my tastes. Besides, the Empire is such a mess of jurisdictions. Moravian law, Rhenish law, Franconian law, nonsense. I think I want to just pay someone who studied nonsense and learn it myself. You, if I had any faith, I would have prayed you never show your face here again. Pursue Lorenz Rothvogel. First as dogs tearing you to pieces would be too kind to fate. These rustic communities display a shocking lack of hospitality, don't you think? What was that about? Who knows? By the time I finish guessing, the old crone will probably be dead. Well, what of your early time in university? Every student must study the trivium and quadrivium, yes? Do you have a favorite subject? Strong command of Latin, grammar, vocabulary. Thinks application information he receives it. Adapt spatial analysis. Can easily perform a couple of calculations in his head. Excellent rhetoric in university. Skilled teacher, persuader, and public speaker. Occultist. One day trained man of theoretical practice. Oh. Kind of like this is the cult. The cult time. The cult time. Use my access to the university's library to pursue more esoteric interests. Oh, esoteric how? Mystical texts, books on alchemy, invoking spirits, divination, purely academic, of course. Of course. Started with Vincio's Corpus Hermectum, and my interest only deepened from there. But interesting, Andreas. I'll make some time to speak with you more on this topic during my stay. Look forward to it. Enjoy the studies? Was there anything else you excelled at? Okay, I can choose another one. Magician? Sure, let's do that one. Magician. Logic, geometry, and arithmetic. Quite interesting for an artist. Is Aristotle's organon the foundation of your study? Yes, the organon for logic and Sid's elements for geometry. The past few centuries have yielded wonderful new texts on logic. Peter Abelard provided the foundation of scholastic philosophy and established the primary of Aristotle's work. Englishman William of Ockham gave us the Summa Logicae, arguing nominalism against Platonic realism. And of course, Thomas Aquinas gave us the tools to employ both faith and reason in the pursuit of truth. All monks and friars, of course, a great deal of work to force the Aristotle to fit within the Church's vision of truth. Is that so wrong? I question if these great men should have wrestled logic into what the Church established by fiat and force. Ah, there's the Abbey. Good memories of this place, and of Father Matthias. I'm sad to hear of his passing. How did you come to know him? How did you come to know of Curacao at all? My family have been patrons of Curacao for, oh, I don't know how many generations. Some years ago, I heard Curacao had a wonderful library and artisans. Professional artists have taken over most manuscript production, so I was shocked to find an active scriptorium here. No much left of it these days, too many describe me. Who's any great art? I'm sure here quite talented but old-fashioned. Not much left. Do that option. Ah, well, perhaps it is nostalgia that brings me back here. I commissioned a manuscript through Father Gernot a year ago. Thought I would stop by and check in on the progress. Wait, are you the artist working on it? It's a prayer book with 20 illustrations. I know the work, but no, I do know the artist well, the venerable Brother Piero. How venerable? Those wits and skills, if that's what concerns you. Brother Piero has an incredible talent with color. I very much look forward to seeing it. Get those, send to the horse and the baggage. I'm heading up to the Abbey. Yes, my lord. Well, let's not keep the abbot waiting any longer. Nuns. It's unusual for a Benedictine house to have monks and nuns, even if they are separated. The church closed most of them centuries ago. But then Curacao is a place out of time in more ways than one. Did you recognize her? We're acquainted, yes. Let's leave it at that. Ah, you must be Father Gernot. I'm Lorenz, Baron of... Yes, the Baron of Rothvogel. So wonderful to have you here again. We actually did meet on your last visit. Ah, if you say so. I'm not good with remembering faces. Please forgive me, Lord. I wasn't expecting you for another few days. Yes, I know. I rode ahead. I just couldn't wait to see a manuscript. I'm sure it's no trouble. Yes, I mean, no, it's no trouble. Did you want to see it now? Oh, in a moment. We could do with a bit of refreshment, though. May I grab something from the kitchen? Yes, certainly, my lord. I'll meet you there. Andreas, I don't know what you were doing with the Baron, but I need you in the scriptorium now. Of course. He's not. The bad time Andreas showed me painting in the Book of Hours. I like the response. That's gonna be in a better mood. Maybe we can convince Brother Messiah to pay me early. Maybe. I don't know who that is, though. Shrine. The shrine. Gertrude. God bless you, Mr. Mailer. How goes your work in the scriptorium? Very well, sure. I guess you wouldn't be interested in the Saffron Agnes Stein. Oh god, this name. Stein Arian received yesterday. What? Saffron, really? Where'd you hear that? Sister Matilda saw it at the Albans. Maybe you can convince Prior Farron to get some for your yellows. Good to know. How's Mousefenger? He's around here somewhere. Hopefully getting to the baby rabbits before Sister Matilda does. Until then, until later, Sister Gertrude. Bless you, Andreas. I see you by the shrine of Saint Satia one of these days. Satia? Satia? Whatever. Just, no. Look at that thing. Not the... There we go. A reliquary containing the hand of Saint Moritz, said to have once held the Holy Lance. Okay. God bless you. Brother Piero? No, wait. Master Miller. I thought you couldn't see, Sister Marguerite. During the day, I can see some colors. How did you know it was me? You and Brother Piero both smell the pigments you use. You're taller, and even another smell to you. Like fish or burned almonds. So much more handsome. Well, I wouldn't know. You gotta save me from the temptations of beautiful men. You just have to trust me then. Not a chance. Have a good day, Sister Marguerite. Okay. The cemetery maintains a shrine along with some of the sisters who paint badges for pilgrims. Okay. Alright, quests. Okay. Is there? Oh, there's a run. You can run. Run. Oh, there's a lot of places I can look at now. Shit. You always smell so fresh. That juices are especially good for hangovers. Well, this door leads to the rest of the covenant. Not for me. Paris's house. God bless you, Andreas. God bless you, Mother Cecilia. Is there something I can help you with? Nurse me to a sister inside and rock to the Baron. What concern of it is yours? This seemed unusual. The Baron arrived to see the abbot in the room. It's appropriate for the sister to interact with men. Interact with me, as they need to, without my discretion. The Baron is an important visitor, and a patron of the Abbey. There's no need for him to speak with the sisters, nor me. I see. Makes sense. Thank you, Mother Cecilia. Until later. Until then. Anything you look at in here? No? Okay. God bless you, Mr. Mailer. Mr. Matilda, how are you doing? Cecilia doesn't like us talking to men. It's necessary to perform our work. Forgive me. Sorry to bother you. Why was the conversation... Why was she even... have a conversation in the first place, then? Why would you even talk? Just don't. Just don't talk. Pet! You can pet the cat. 10 out of 10. Pet the cat. No. Richard transfers all her herbs here. Herb. God bless you, Master Mailer. How are things going in the nun's kitchen? No offense, Mr. Mailer. Cannot speak with men. My apologies. Great. Okay. That seems like we have so much wound wort growing naturally. I had to buy it back in Nuremberg. Okay. There's not much going on over there. Church, what's over here? Is there something in here? Cloister. Infirmary. Saint Luke, patron of artists, is also the patron of healers. God bless you, Andreas. Brother Florian, how are you? Those sisters are well, so am I, thank God. Andreas, you've spoken to Klaus Strucker lately. Quite recently, why? You may be receiving medical text from Bologna soon. Is it pronounced like baloney? I'm quite interested in it. You read Italian? Ah, no. Little Italian in my Latin is not as good as I would like. I was hoping Brother Piero could help me with it if he has the time. I'm sure he'll make time. He's a patient teacher. That he is. See you later, Andreas. Until then... Distance room by Agnes Stream. Car. What? Why can't I? What? Hello. There we go. Doesn't let me look at the thing going to the place. Large garden. Yeah, I guess we'll go. Is this the place I have to go? Where am I even supposed to go? I don't even know. Church. I don't know. Do we go inside the church? God bless you, Andreas. Your voice recovered from Easter Mass, Rudger? It was a bit of a strain, but a worthy sacrifice. What the Lord give us is all on Easter. Exactly. Have a good day in the scriptorium. Have a good day singing. Crypt? Ooh, a crypt. Fun. Originally, they were built when the Romans occupied this land not long after the death of Christ. Film markers go back centuries, although the founding of the abbey. By teachers from the light of creatures, days have long passed. The lovely relief of the Virgin and Child. Shame it's hidden down here. Is it a puzzle? What is this? This must be something. There must be something else. What was it? Now what? Oh! Secret entrance to the library. Oh, let's remember this. What the? I can't go in there? Okay. What the hell? Little secret. What the fuck? That's cool. That is some good shit. Is this sacristy? What the fuck's that? What do you think you're doing, Master Mailer? Stare innocently. Get away from the sacristy. You know you're not allowed in there. You know me. I just like to take a peek when I'm not allowed. You fascinating and endearing trait. Stay out. Great. Oh, there it is. There, scriptorium. There we go. God, there's so many places, so many things. Guy. Is his name Guy, or is it just a guy? Good day, Andreas. How's your morning going, brother Guy? Brother Guy. I don't know. It just sounds so funny to me. It's fine. More contracts for the abbot. Would you rather be making contracts or manuscripts? Honestly, don't care, Andreas. As long as he has impressed. Oh god. Oh. You could have been read the first chapter of Genesis until Judgment Day. Does the abbot's opinion mean that much to you? The abbot and the priors, both. You're lucky. When you're done with this, you're going home. Never going to see Burgundy again. You need to make the best of these next 40 years. Then I'll leave you to it. Bless you, Andreas. How you feeling today, Brother Edek? All mill. All mill. Dizzy. I'm well. Well done, my son. It's early. I'll give you a harder one later. I look forward to all of your anagrams, Brother Edek. Literal nut. Nice. Until then. Okay. I like those. I like that. Good. Good to see you. Good morning, Brother Piero. Good to see you as well. I like this weather. My bones ache. Means a storm's coming. Gerd Gerner says that if you live here 10 or 15 years, you can smell storms coming. Brother Eric has been here long enough, you can always smell him coming. Great. Do not forget, Brother Guy. Hated the youths who jeered the aged prophet Elisha outside of Bethel. You're comparing yourself to a prophet, Brother Edek. I'm comparing you to an impotent youth whom the Lord in his ineffable wisdom chose to strike down. Calm yourself. You're too sensitive. I'm old, Andreas. Every slight against me stings with the fire of 1,000 wasps. Oh, I pray to God for the strength to endure the wickedness. Everyone seems quite lively. I suppose that means Prior Ferric is not overseeing to us today. He was here. Neared Lawrence Rothvogel has arrived and hurried out like a little mouse. Fernick is so desperate to impress the abbot and nobles like Rothvogel. Pathetic. Being kindness to Father Abbot and our prior to only speak about them like this behind their backs. It's shameful. Oh no, Baron Rothvogel. His manuscript. Those who want to see his manuscript. How silly of me. Of course that's why he's visiting. Perhaps if you were younger and fresh, you wouldn't need to worry so much about patrons' visits. What's the problem? There's just one client. He has to wait. Anyway, what's the problem? The Baron's just one client. He has to wait like anyone else. Andreas, the Baron Rothwell is not like anyone else. He's powerful friends, including the Prince Bishop of Freising. He was already in favor. Father Abbot does not want to have to deal with more attention. Well, if Prior Frank isn't here, I'm going to work on Masterpiece until he arrives. Right, to reference the Indermere manuscript. What do you want, Andreas? A book, the Indermere manuscript in the Book of Hours. It looks nice today. Did you get enough sleep? Oh, because I was dreaming about you. Liar. I just get the book. Ugh, that's all the way upstairs. Can't you get by without it? I'm sorry, I really can't. I need to reference my work. The feet to the stairs so steep. I'm gonna ask Illuminata to get it. Mr. Illuminata! I just need to finding a book and I don't know where it is. Andreas? Mr. Illuminata, I'd like to borrow the Indermere manuscript, Book of Hours. Yes, say overheard. Here, please return it promptly. Promptly. No, I promptly was blue. Andreas, may I see your masterpiece is coming? Of course, your opinion is always welcome. Yes, the composition is lovely. There's a joyful spirit in your arrangement of the figures. The contrast of color is also quite nice, rich and beautiful on their own, but not overpowering the scene. I feel right, I don't know why. Excellent interpretation of someone else's work. You know I don't like doing more work than I have to. Not saying you should do more work, suggesting there should be more of yourself in the work. Although the process of reading another Book of Hours is more fun. You know, amongst the poor arbiters, a pleasure, Andreas. But yes, I think you'll find work is more enjoyable when you find something to love in the act of making it. What does the painting represent? It's November. November we show the peasants leading the pigs into the forest to forage on acorns before the slaughter. Grace, the peasants here are no longer allowed to forage acorns in the forest. Many great lords and abbots across the empire have forbidden it, even Father Gernot. What difference does it make? This is the way November is painted. Not the way November is. Art is illusion storytelling, but in their most sublime form, these images illuminate a path to truth. Most important to me that the clients are happy. They don't pay me for the truth. Yes, but with God's grace, the Book of Hours will outlive us all. What will it say to those who see it in future generations, centuries beyond our comprehension? We'll gaze deep into your lines and paint to seek a deeper meaning. What will they find? Do not listen to my opinions. They are just the thoughts of one old monk. There's no place for the monastic scriptoria anymore. In truth, the room is a place out of time. Why else you keep this up for so long? Some people, some places, have a difficult time letting go of the past. I am not among them. The creation of books of art is no longer the province of monasteries. So be it. More people able to write, more people able to read, and in doing so, be brought to truth. No place for artists like you and Brother Edek. And Brother Guy. Kind of you to say, Andreas, but you're not concerned for me. Live a long life and happy to have served the Lord. When he calls for me, I am ready. Then he died. What? Ah, where's the time gone? It is already terse. Too much talk. Must have forgiveness for not honoring the rule. Until later, Andreas. Until later. Drop something. Hmm? Odd. That was very weird. What's going on in here? I don't know. Oh, I can't look at it, whatever he did. Andreas, what was that noise? I'm sorry, Sister Limonata. I knocked a bowl of paint on the floor. Then Prior Ferenc came in, wrote in one of his books, and slammed it closed and left. Mr. Hurry, I don't think you noticed me. Slamming books shut? Prior Ferenc should know better than that. These manuscripts are quite delicate. My book should not be taken out of the library unless necessary for divine reading or work in the scriptorium. Still mad at me? No, anger is not an appropriate response for a nun. The fact remains, you tricked me into giving you that book for no valid reason. You sound angry. Do not interpret my disappointment as anger. You should understand where it is directed. It's ultimately my fault. It's responsibility to be more vigilant about what books you can take from the library. If you'll excuse me. Wait, what's all this fuss about Lawrence Rothvogel? Why is Prior Ferenc so nervous? Lawrence? I don't you familiar with the man to use his Christian name. Anyway, I haven't dealt with him, personally, but the Prior and Father Abbot have. I know he's purchased a number of our most valuable manuscripts over the years. He paid enough to help the Abbey when we needed it. Go out, what did he buy? I can't remember, you know. Other responsibilities to tend to. How about this, Andreas? If you help me recover some missing books, I'll tell you what I know about the Baron. I'll help in any way I can. It's good for the Abbey. Where should I begin? When you're going to have carelessly strewn books across the scriptorium, I'll tell you what books I'm looking for. Find them, return them to me. First books are the first two volumes of our Aeneid. British covers, 14 inches by 10 inches, 3 inches thick. They're not his to keep. Okay. Fair amount of wear on these. I hope you don't mind. The farms were old even when Pierre started to make the copies. How long ago was that? 3 years. The Aeneid is not one of my favorite stories, but I understand why it appeals to Piero. Aeneas chose his duty to the gods over his lover Dido. I think Aeneas' sense of duty appeals to Piero. For vocations, Brother Piero takes this more seriously than most of the others in the Abbey. You clearly take your chosen vocation seriously. Andreas, I didn't know I have a choice in I don't have a choice in my vocation. You women do. You're right, of course. Pretty sure you understand how limited our roles and choices truly are. Even in stories where a maid needs to be rescued and wed, cruel seducers of men, or wizened crones. Like Dido, we ordinary women are merely tools in the tales of men, and are be the protagonists of our own stories. A woman is exempt from that, from the empress to a nun, that is our lot. I don't understand now why you're not fond of the Aeneid. Fine poetry, for men. Now the books, if you please. Thank you. Next, Richard Gearin is painted copy, green cover, diamond pattern. I have the size and ledger. Hopefully the description is enough. What I'm talking about. Brother Eddick was reading it. Huh? This one. The beauty of this book truly belays its ridiculous content. Friends, the Abbey owns a copy. We don't. It belongs to Amanda Rusco of Lugano. It's a Venetian edition that's quite valuable. It belonged to us 5 years ago. It was subsequently lost, and the Abbot has received 3 letters about it. I've certainly seen the brothers enjoying it. The book is not appropriate reading for Benedictine monks. The baby is sold to pirates, raised a servant, and lives life adventuring, wooing princesses, and fighting in tournaments. Forgot the best part? In the end, Garen learns his royal blood, the son of a duke. Reigns as a king and dies a pious hermit. What's not to love? Benedictines should be dreaming of reconciliation with their lord, not lusty adventures. What's the harm? I see leads to temptation. Temptation has led to the downfall of many men and women. Sometimes yes, but books like this, it's all the same type of fantasy, isn't it? Die better than we are born. What's the problem with that? Why should a peasant dream of being a king? There is neither Jew nor Greek, neither slave nor free, neither male nor female. We are all in one, Christ Jesus. If we one in Christ, we are not equal in this world. It isn't this world you should be concerned with, Andreas. But the book, Andreas. We must return it. Would you like the abbot to receive a fourth letter? It shouldn't sound like you'd be considered liable under parading law. Oh, are you a legal scholar now as well, as an artist? Oh, this silly law. I don't care. I'm not concerned about the legality of it, but the principle. Book, please. Oh. One book left, and you'll be freed from bondage. Dark red cover, 8 inches high, 5 inches across, 2 inches thick. Another guy was reading it. Now think about it. Guy's always been guarded about this book, like he was hiding it. Very good. Please bring it here. What is this anyway? Ah, it's in French. The soul that God touched, empty of sin in the first day of grace. What is this? Why are you asking me so many questions? Just give it to me. I haven't asked so many questions. I asked one question twice, and you haven't answered me. I have good reasons not to answer you. Yes? Your French bishops condemned the book. All copies were to be burned. And its author shared the same fate. What? Why? I don't know, Andreas. This is my place to question the judgment of one bishop, much less 3. Before you ask, no, I haven't read it. I know it contains a dialogue between love and reason. The book is dangerous. When did the bishops condemn it? "200 years ago." What? Why? Why is it still here? Does Father Matthias love books? All books. He didn't want to see it destroyed. He has a right to do so. The Holy Church must share your opinion. With their law, you must contend with, not your emotions. The Church was wrong. I'm not going to debate this with you, Andreas. And Father Matthias is gone. Not a place to question the former abbot's decision. When Father Gernot learned it was in her possession, he wanted it destroyed. How do you know the book was here? Cecilia may have noted it in the inventory when she was the librarian. Must it be destroyed? I do. Some of the Sicilian Father Gernot. It's going to be destroyed. What? Why not? What are you going to do with it? Read it and become a French heretic. It's not funny. I'm serious. Give me the book or our deal is forfeit. I won't tell you anything about Baron Rothvogel. Book far away. Oh, no, by the time Gernot asks about it. If you like, you can say I stole it. You don't make a fuss about me stealing a book you wanted destroyed. I don't like this, Andreas. It feels wrong in my heart. I'll take it far away. It's been out for years. And besides, how could you have stopped me? Persuade Illuminata. Logician background. Offered help Illuminata enthusiastically. Oh, I've got some minuses in there, but I have some good points in there as well. Persuaded her. I'm trusting you, Andreas. Against my better judgment. Don't make me regret this. Hooray! Successfully negotiated. I love it. Now then, Baron Rothvogel. Quickly though, I need to finish up here soon. They're usually friendly with me. Sure, what's this? You only have time to answer one question, so choose carefully. But your story is enticing. You mentioned that Father Matthias had a copy and was looking for another to verify its contents. You know anything about the book? I've heard of it, but I've never read it. I know little about its contents. The subject is broad. I believe it deals specifically with the Roman occupation of this land. What could have upset Matthias so much? I can't claim any deep insight into the former abbot's mind. I understood him to be a virtuous and charitable man, sometimes to a fault. Not always best when abbot considers himself a friend to brothers instead of a shepherd. That led to a crisis of virtue? Virtue is only found in crisis. Without it, virtues are little more than ideals. But perhaps there is merit in that idea. Well, I must be off to Mass. Thank you again for your help, Andreas. We'll just be leaving via the crypt. I don't know why you're poking around down there like a grave robber. That interest isn't for you. The lords of the old keep must have had built to escape in times of siege. How the sisters access to the library without distracting the brothers? Please not abuse this knowledge. Of course not, sister. I appreciate your discretion. Good day, Andreas. God be with you. I would never, ever abuse the knowledge. Bill for a sec. Odd word. Rose will be sitting down for dinner soon. See if Otto is around and still wants to eat with me. Working by the guest house below the abbey. Okay. God, I feel like influenced too much by watching Germa saying Otto the way I do. Otto? God. Am I able to go in the library now? Ah! I want to go into the... find that book. I'm curious about the book. So down here, where the guest house is, yes? I'm smarting again. Ugh, what is it? Leave me alone. Look, talk, we never get the chance. I don't talk to you, ever thought of that? Nope. Go away, I'm busy. We could join for dinner? Oh, I don't want that. You could mock me some more? Eh, whatever, Martin, you're an asshole. Eat shit. I'm done talking. Otto. Good day, Master Mailer. Ah, Andreas, good to see you. I trust Clara gave me a message. Afternoon, Andres. Otto. Clara did give me your message. Sorry I missed you this morning. I was still asleep when you came by. Ah, the abbot lets you get away with anything, doesn't he? Leave me be, Otto. I'm hungry. Let's pray. Let us... How'd the morning treat you? Not bad, thanks. For my damn hands throwing timber to replace the bad being in the abbot's house. Food to eat. Bread, cheese, almonds. Cheese. Not bad of an injury. He calls me the abbot breathes his stride and works ready to do work when it suits him. Bread. It's not all that bad. Get a lot of good work from the abbey. Passing pilgrims' badges isn't really smithing, but I don't mind. Anyway, so you're walking with that Baron, Rothvogel, in the meadow on your way up here. What's all that about? He was. So Father Matthias has some misgivings about the Baron. What kind of misgivings? He fools around with young women. He's married, of course. Otto, that's only gossip. It isn't Christian spread rumors like that. It's not gossip that he beat up that farmer a few years back, old Rennig, may rest in peace. Well, I wasn't there, so I don't know. If he did that, yes, it speaks poorly of his character. But I shouldn't even mention anything about that. What did you talk about, then? I mean, no offense. What does a nobleman have in common with an artist? I imagine you have a lot of time to read when you don't have to worry where your next meal is going to come from. His bitterness and envy are not good for our Christian souls, Otto. Not envy, Andres. Everyone should get away with what he does. This abbey does. No offense to you, Andreas. I don't have any problem with the books the abbey makes. I mean, I never did learn to read. If people are paying the Abbey to make them, it doesn't bother me. Yeah. Otto, did you see the sheep escape the grazing fields again? No, I'm not surprised. Martin was supposed to fix the fence. He probably did a bad job at it. I was in a foul mood. He'd be the laziest soul in Tessing. Can't even hold the camera properly. Married and a father at such a young age. He realized a finger for his wife or child. On top of that, he's a damn thief. Before you say it, Indris, this is more than just gossip. Look at him, over by the guest house. He's probably figuring out what he can steal with the least amount of effort. He's a born shirker. Sure enough, I know enough of him to see one. Especially when you look in the mirror. Speaking of the bearer sheep, the ewes are shorn, and the woman will be spinning it soon. Otto? God, Indris, no need to tease. What God wants to happen will happen. Looks like a storm's coming. Should probably get back to it. Right, catch up in a moment, Indris. Oh, Andreas, say hello to Ava for me if you get a chance. Ava, huh? Well chosen, Otto. Andreas, don't. Just tell her hello for me. Keep out of it. Of course. Return to work in the scriptorium. Until later. Let me get back to work. Boop, boop, boop. A bunch of people are outside now. Carl. Hello, Andreas. Hello, Carl. You seem busier than usual today. Behind my work. I went to the shrine of St. Moritz this morning to pray for his aid. The candle lit had all burnt away. I was there so long. I need to catch up. If we told them I started going to the shrine more often when Helena became pregnant. Mother had trouble in childbirth, so I've been paying visits to Moritz's hand and Sitia's shrine to pray for their aid. Do you think the saints will hear you? Moritz's hand has done many miracles in Tassing. If you can restore the hand of a monk, surely you can have Helena. Hope the saints hear your prayers. Thank you, Andreas. So do I. Actually, is there... What? Go back. Why can't I go back? Oh, down. Oh, I see. I don't know. Okay. I was wondering if there was fast travel, just not. No fast travel allowed. Brother Edic, this work. Where to start? Inconsistent spacing, rough strokes. Working like you want to see this place closed. Brother Prior, I'm working to the best of my abilities, and dispute your criticism. I might be fast, I still have my talent, praise be to God. And Brother Guy, why are you still on this page? What's wrong with you? Normally you're so reliable. Any apologies, Brother Prior. I'll work harder. Hero, I can't believe this. Baron Rothvogel has come to check on the progress, and this is all you have? You would have finished this months ago. Your mind so corrupted by age that you didn't notice the seasons have changed. Well, you're not the one who had to answer for it, so why should you care? Typical. Shut up, Ferenc. You impudent knave. How do you speak to me like that? I am the master of the scriptorium. My place to run the scriptorium as I see fit. I agree, Brother Prior. Brother Prior's work is unacceptably slow. You're insufferable, Brother Guy. Oh God, give me the patience to endure this. Please, everyone, this is my work. I accept responsibility for it. Prior Ferenc is right. Prior Ferenc, is this mine? It must be, yes? It is, my lord. I can explain. No, I don't have excuses. I'm all this way, and I have to be honest. I expected more. Nowhere near finished, and the style is... well, it's very old-fashioned. What I mean by desire is clear. Like my generosity towards Kirsu is being taken advantage of. Am I the fool in this sad story? No, of course not, my lord. Never. You can fix this, of course, of course. I really want to accommodate you. Ah, Andreas, good to see you again. My lord, if you please. Brother Gerna, why not have Andreas complete the rest of the illustrations? He's clearly capable. My lord, why not have Brother Gerna complete if speed is your concern? No, I'm not talking about the script, that's fine. The art, the illustrations. Let Andreas do the others. Of course, I mean, if Andreas is alright with it. Sure. There we have it. I hope this allays your concerns, my lord. Excellent. By the way, Father Abbot, am I still welcome at your table for supper? Naturally, my lord. Wonderful. I'd like Andreas to join us. Say nothing. Well, that would be quite unusual. Unusual or not, I doubt that my good friend the Prince Bishop would deny additional guests at his table. What do you think? I understand. Yes, right, of course. Andreas may join us for supper. I look forward to it. Oh, goodness. You had this planned. You must have put your hook in the Baron this morning when you ambushed him in town. It's beyond ridiculous. Listen to yourself. Oh, look, Prior. Andreas is not to blame for any of this. I am. Yes, you are, and you've embarrassed me. The Abbot and the Abbey. Prior Frank is right, of course. No wonder we don't get more commissions. Guy, can you stop fluttering the Prior for 1 minute? Don't sincerely so obvious about it, Guy. Oops. You please, Sister Zedna and I will prefer you if you keep the noise down. It's like Samson slaying the Philistines in here. Of course. Get back to work, everyone. Well, that was not wonderful. There's nothing to be done about it now. Let's shower here and watch the Litorian for supper at the Abbot's table. Eat. Okay, I don't know where the fuck to go. The courtyard and lavatory. Okay. Through there? Oh yeah, through there. Yep. Wait. Andreas, I'm so glad you'll be joining us for supper. Though the circumstances are unusual, to be sure. I'll be able to speak with you, and the bows will. It's good to have you with us. It's a shame. I always enjoy our talks. Yeah, the same doesn't apply to you at the Abbot's table. You can talk all you like. Though I wouldn't recommend it. Father Abbot does not look kindly on idle chatter. We should get in place. I'll put up a fool myself. Anyway, I'm sorry for how the Prior treated you. It's not fair. Humiliating. Oh, no, my son. Don't you worry about me or my pride. We all need such humility from time to time to keep our feet on this earth. Andreas, you are my pride. I cannot claim to have taught you much. I am proud to have known you and your work. When you leave all of us at Kirsu Abbey behind, you can call upon your friend Lawrence, the Baron Ruffield, will help you in your career. Nothing wrong with your style. It's not old because nobleman said so. Cover yourself over it. Time passes for us all. Things change. The future will right over the present. You need not fear any of it, so long as you remain true to yourself and God. Now I must hurry to the refectory to join my brothers. I'll see you inside. Alright, where the fuck are we going? Refectory? Is that what I said? What? I don't know. Yeah, refectory. somewhere in here. There we go. Ah, this is what. Okay, we're at one of these large, fancy tables above everyone else. Great. So, yeah. Okay. Andreas, glad you could join us. Thank you, my lord. Father Garnet, Father Thomas, Briar Frank. I'm Peter answered, you're the Messiah, Son of the Lord our God. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, the Gospel of Matthew. Wonderful. I tell you, Peter, on this road to Hades. Blah, blah, blah. You read Matthew much, Andreas? Some, sure. Admit. I gave you blah, 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 blah. Then he ordered to say about time he was the Messiah, blah blah blah. We're divine on earth, we're bound in heaven, blah blah blah. Not you, Father Garnet. You read anything by Martin Luther? I can't say that I... He has some incredible ideas about the church. Brilliant, I think. My lord, is the meal you're liking? I really remember you enjoying your quail on your last visit. The quail? My god, Father Abbot, the quail's fine. I don't think Luther's ideas are worth discussing. Talking about the future of the church. Shaking up things in a way I don't think we've seen before. Father Thomas, you see value in his ideas, do you not? My lord, I mean no offense, but I do not. Brother Matthew, yes? How appropriate. What are your thoughts on Luther's attacks on the church's sale of indulgences? Baron, please don't involve the other brothers in this conversation. Fine. What about Andreas? Certainly a man who attended the same university as Martin Luther can spare some thoughts on his work. Where should we start? A debate, excellent. Why not start with the 95 theses? Enough. Andreas, you should know better. Woodworth Vogel, you are a guest and held in high esteem, but you have worn out my patience. I'll be discussing Luther's work with Andreas, Thomas, Matteo, or any other brother. Is that clear? I suppose, Father. It is your abbey, but you're taking too much offense at this, and you're far too afraid to change. Whether it's from Luther or someone else, reform is coming to the church. You'd better accept it. What? Neither you nor Martin Luther dictate change to the Holy Church on their whim. Talk is beyond insulting. It's blasphemous, outrageous. How dare you? I see. I've overstepped my bounds. I suppose I've ruined everyone's supper. My apologies. In spite of some puzzleness, I'll make good on my manuscript payment, and the donation of a copy of Historia to say. If you cannot accept what the future will bring, perhaps it's time for you to come to terms with your past. Ready to overstay my welcome, fathers, brothers, Andreas. Good night. Why, Andreas? Why did you engage him? I expect better of you. I'm asked you to leave so I can speak to the brothers in chapter privately. Brother Pero, please accompany Andreas out. I will take my leave as well. Good night. Don't worry about Father Garnet and the Baron. She'll be fine by the morning. Father Up can see the Baron's heart is in the right place. He picked the wrong time to express himself. Seems unlikely. Maybe so. We must never lose hope. In any case, I hope the Baron respects the Abbot's wishes for the rest of his stay, for everyone's sake. Brother Barrow, what do you think of Martin Luther's ideas? Ha! That's for younger and wiser men than me to decide. I'm just a monk, thank God. Good night, my son. Just a monk. Monk. I should get some sleep. I'm still burning in the guest house. Lawrence must still be awake. Wonder how he's doing. What was he thinking? He's a baron. He couldn't have expected that to go well. Someone would seem to be letting up anytime soon. I should go back to the gardeners. Now I'm curious that since you've said that. Open up. Oh? Gah! You're right, Master Mailer. The maid was seeing the physical manifestation of his spirit. The ghost? There must be a better explanation than that. I'm not here to tell you what you saw. It'll be the first time people have seen ghosts around these parts. Interesting. I think I found Johann's last lost sheep. I'm going to head home. Take care, Master Mailer. I will, thank you, too. I kind of look like a nun jumping the fucking thing. Don't know why they would do that, but okay. Oh. Ah, no! The horse still on the floor. Hello, you're right in there? Matins, the pale horse, the death. What the hell does that mean? Sister, listen to my voice. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Yes. Yes, Father, I hear you. Am I here? Is this now? Yes, you are with us, and this is now. I apologize, Andreas. I imagine that must have been quite alarming. Is she alright? She is, yes. Sister Amelie is a mystic, gifted with visions when God sees fit to give her one. Some are more frightening than others. How long has she been here? Been sealed in the cells next to the church for almost 10 years now. Came to Mass more often, you would see her to give her communion through a window to her cell. Her cell? She's an anchoress, a religious hermit devoted to God. She's enclosed herself in a cell next to the church. Torch? Why did I say like church? Why did I say it like that? Why? She's dead to the world, continues a life of prayer and religious contemplation. Sometimes, ever so rarely, she sees great and terrible visions. Local to Tassin, or was she a nun at Sao? Neither. She came here from a Benedictine abbey in Lower Bavaria after it burned down. Her confessor and caretaker. Many anchoresses are not illiterate. They write down her visions to help interpret them. But all the monks and nuns at Kersu could read. Even poor Brother Wilkberg. Thank you, Father Thomas. I must rest now. Of course, sister. Seems unhappy. She's not happy, but she is in pain, both physical and spiritual. Her spiritual pain comes from her revelations. They come and go. I try to rest them the best I can. Physical pain comes from her deformity in her spine and her aching in her joints. I know of no cure for that. Say prayer to the Almighty. Mr. Amelie was saying she had a vision of death. Could someone be in danger? Oh no, don't rush to judgment. Visions are divine and powerful. They could have many meanings. Our revelations take years to comprehend. Some may never be understood at all, as God wills. The argument at dinner was quite troubling. Perhaps it has cast a shadow over her thoughts. Now then, good sister appears to have fallen back to sleep. I must prepare for bed myself. Good night, Andreas. Good night, Father. This way, but wait, is that the way to go? I don't remember. Maybe it's down there. That might be it. I don't know. No? No, it's not this place, right? No. It looked a little different. This one, this is the place. There you go. Asleep in a chair? Okay. It's how you do, I guess. You do you. Getting late, I should get some rest. Go to sleep. Rhyme. Time to get back to work. Weird. Alright, Ursula. Good morning. What happened? Storm rolling during the night. Hasn't let up all morning. Sarah and I have been doing what we can here to keep yourself from washing away. Peter and Jorg are outside trying to deal with the flooding as best they can. The farmer in danger? There's always a danger with this much rain. We've lived through worse. Whatever happens, it'll be as God wills it. We have faith in Providence and enjoy what is to come. I have some food for you. Here, sorry I couldn't prepare anything more. Thank you. Otto wanted me to say hello, by the way. Oh, he did. Haha. Good, thank you. Good at the Abbey, Andreas. Try to stay dry. Thanks, you too. Good luck. Andreas? You doing alright, Peter? No, I'm not. Our sheep escaped, and I've spent the morning fixing this damned wall for the 3rd time this year. This is the way it always is. Rain falls in the Abbey, and it rolls downhill to us little people. Hard to blame the Abbey for that, just how rain works. The reason we're down here and they're up there, Andreas. Anyway, I have to get back to this. See you later. Stormy morning. Signs of good things to come, surely. Oh, I can't walk through the puddle? Cool. Okay, well. It's impossible for me to walk through a puddle. No. Up with you, Andreas. Seems like we have a good spring storm. I hope it lets up soon. I'm sure it'll let up. As God wills it. Ulrich, I played Gretsch for last week's pumpernickel. Sorry to make you wait for it. No trouble at all. Please say hello to Lucky for me. Of course. I'm off to home and then to the Pfeiffers. What's going on with the Pfeiffers? Elena has about a month to go before a child is due. The last one was hard. He didn't make it. I'm gonna give her the best chance he can have. Always, Ulrich. I'll do what I can to help. I'll let the Lord do all the work. Let's be off now. Good day to you both. Andreas, stay out of the rain. Appreciate that, Andreas. Thank you. Until later. Until later, Andreas. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty. Pit, pit, pit. Hello, Cat. Why are you just staying outside in the rain like this? Cat, go inside. Go find shelter. Please. Please, Cat. Please. I've said this before. It isn't good the weather drains here so quickly. The water drains here so quickly. Affecting the foundation needs to be looked at. I understand. If you dig here, you'll be disturbing the bodies decomposing in the yard. Of course, Father. They're going to be dug back up anyway. Yes. Why disturb them necessarily? You're a church, Father. You can't put this off forever. The foundation's going to crack. I understand. Perhaps for some of the bones have moved glossaries. Thank you, Lucky. Good day, Master Mailer. Good day, Father Thomas. Everything alright? He was again reminding me of the danger severe rainfall can pose to the foundation. I looks after his flock, but sometimes the pen requires an earthly hand. It'll be taken care of. Okay. Okay. Whatever you say, buddy. Hello. Hello, Master Mailer. Hello, Till. Any ghosts lately? Hehe. Since we last spoke. Good. You ever seen a nice review? A good sites like this in the cities, I expect. Can't say. Oh yes, Tastic is full of them. Quite the marvels they are. Not much mind to the writing on them, as I can't read Latin myself, but you might enjoy giving them a look. You do have to tell me if they match the old legends I read about. What sort? Father Matthias was the abbot. Let me borrow books in the abbey's library. I think I read through half of that library before Father Gernot became the abbot. He and Father Thomas are strict about which books should be read now. We should glorify God, they say, not discuss the old pagan ways. Still, the accounts of the Romans in Tassing are my favorite. The old book talked about how Roman knight Gaius Metellus defeated the Retae, I think it was. Maybe snowfall had him caught in this very valley, barbarians on all sides, and Mars sent a wolf to the night. Instead of killing the beast, Gaius followed it to a magical spring with trees covered in all sorts of fruit. provided the wolf in the spring, and Gaius Metellus found tasking after feeding the barbarians to honor Mars. That's where all this came from. There's a record of tasking before St. Lawrence arrived. It was written in German at that. It might be all fable, but I enjoy this story all the same. This to feel connected to those who came before you, even only by the land you live on. Wise orders. Good chatting with you, Master Mela. Better get back to work. I'm gonna find any particularly good books in that library, alright? I will. Until later, Tilly. Martin? You're apparently opinion from Martin. They'd call him an idiot. Shit, Andreas. Achoo! Was he up there all night? Look at this return. I'm gonna ear from him late again. I'll be with you, Andreas. I'm trying to leave with the weather. It was unfortunate. The Baron's wife, Lady Salomea, will be arriving today. My lord intends to depart as soon as she arrives. How long have they been married? 7 years now. It's a fine woman, a true lady. I did farewell to the Baron before he leaves. I do appreciate that. He spoke highly of you before he went to bed. I'd be willing to debate him at supper, even though he's sure the abbot would hold it against you. It's too conservative. I don't want to anger an abbot, but I'm just a servant. Would it be fair to say I found the Baron's favor? Probably. It would. My lord bade me give you a token of Frank's friendship in his absence. A small thing compared to future commissions, but he hopes that you will wear it with pride. Thank you. What an extraordinary pin. Please thank the Baron for me. Wear it right now. As you wish, of course. Where's the master gone, then? Went for a walk around in the morning. Didn't say when he'd be back. He returns, rinsing everything to mud. That might surprise you, Andreas. He never minds getting mud on his boots. Of course, I'm the one who has to clean them. He's even quite an unusual man. Maybe so. Who knows, Lord, for his last 7 years. Reminds me, see a short, surly young man in a hat on your wife this morning? Really, you don't mean me. Ah, no, shorter than you by 2 hands at least. That can be Martin. He didn't pass me in the meadow. I was walking up the hill. He was in quite a hurry. That would explain my lord's missing rings. I believe he stole from you? You may know, from my lord. 1 gold, 1 silver, and full of golden. The book the Baron was planning to give the Abbey. Book? Sorry to say? I believe so, yes. In fact, the Baron's things they were missing. The boy is the known thief, and besides he's responsible for the missing rings. That would explain it then. Regrettably, he's ample opportunity for his theft. Yesterday I caught the boy with the hat, Martin, I suppose, peering in through the window. Could have admonished him at the time, but, well, he seemed harmless. It's a shame. Hope the Baron won't be too put out. Those men of some means. Don't miss the gold or the rings. What can be said about the book? I was quite excited for the abbot to see it. In any case, let's finish preparing the horses. Good talking to you. The rain lets up for you soon. Ooh. I have doubts that Martin took the book. I mean, why the fuck would he take the damn book? The guy just wants to cause trouble. Doesn't really seem like that would interest him in any sort of way. This is wonderful. The rest of the abbey is soaked, and there's not a drop of rain in here. I think the abbot had Otto replace the roof to the scriptorium library last month. With a silo factory next door, we can stay warm while everyone else is cold and wet. Instead of bragging about our good fortune, you should think upon your brothers and sisters and pray for their health and safety. The abbot's foresight saved a lot of our work and protected what's in the library. The town hasn't fared as well. I'm sure they'll be fine. More importantly, if they're not, I don't care. The other guy hurt us harder than the stone of this floor. Hey, one grumpy old monk, but where's the nice one? Well, Piero, haven't you seen him yet today? I did, before Brother Guy arrived. First left to speak to the abbot some time ago. What? I Why is Matteo ringing the bell? It can't be terse already. I pray it stops soon. Coughing is an assault on my frail ears. Not stopping. Suppose means we're being summoned to the chapter house. I'll give me the strength to endure the rain. 50 feet, old man. You'll live. Give me the strength to endure this man. Yeah. Is he walking with his finger pointed like a gun? Like pew pew. Not stopping. What's going on? This can't all be because of the storm. Let's just see what's the matter. Bad omens. Lord is missing. Brother Piero is missing. There's like a stream coming from the cloister. Oh, shit. Dead body? Dead body? Where's the cloister again? Down this way. Chapter house. Is this the chapter house? Okay. Terrible has happened. Oh no. Oh, there's blood on the wall there. What's happened? It's the Baron. He's been hurt. Please, Father, where is Brother Florian? Don't come quickly. Be silent, brother. Brother Florian, if you please. I'm sorry, Father. There's nothing to be done. He's dead. Arr! Sister Marguerite, calm yourself. Mr. Gertrude, please take Sister Marguerite back to the garden. Yes, Mother Cecilia. No practice, the Baron was a friend of the Prince Bishop of Racing. The word of the Prince Bishop. There is an odd more way than one to offend some in the church. Far enough from Rome and Mainz that everyone forgets about us, but this could bring unwanted attention. Florian, how did you think you could dispose of its body? Father Abbot, what are you saying? Questioning me. Are you wasting precious time? Or did the soldiers of the Prince Bishop march upon our steps and bring your brothers and sisters out of our home? No. Mumble, mumble, we are... Silence, quiet. Calm yourselves, all of you. Father Abbot, Baron of Fogel's manservant is already preparing to leave. The Baron's wife should be here in a matter of hours. It's not a time for rash decisions. Yes, you're right. Forgive me. Then what will we do? We'll send the Baron's men to the court of the Prince Bishop and Racing at once. Cecilia, the Baron said the Prince Bishop's Archdeacon was in Innsbruck for the Imperial Diet. Even better. Swift action will silence any whispers of impropriety on our part. Given the Baron's stature, the Archdeacon will undoubtedly come to investigate immediately. You must cooperate with him fully and pray for a speedy resolution. Yes, good. Thank you, Mother Cecilia. Brother Władysław, please detain Brother Piero in the cell until the Prince Bishop's man arrives. What? Brother Piero? Why? That's absurd. He was caught in flagrant delicto, covered in blood with a knife in his hand. Father, you believe Brother Piero is capable of such a foul deed? Yes, capable enough and motivated by anger. I had no anger against the Baron. Father Abbot, I simply came across him like this. No anger? And more insulting your work and forcing us to give it to Andreas? Not a subject for debate. The Prince Bishop's man arrived. You must not be empty-handed. He wasn't angry. Be quiet. This is not your affair. My affair. I'm through debating this with you. The decision stands. Brother Władysław will detain Brother Piero into the cell until they say otherwise. Brother Florian, this is Andreas out of the Abbey. Andreas, do not show your face here again until tomorrow. Do you understand me? It's ridiculous, but yes. This will be remembered. Andreas, listen to me. I sympathize with you. I don't think Piero did this either. This isn't the time to push the Abbot. I'm sure the other brothers and sisters believe Piero is innocent as well. Yeah, I'm just worried about the Prince Bishop's attention. Your informations, I'd love to hear them. Heroes to calm your nerves and your mind and do them clearly. Go to the Drekkers, eat a good meal, and come back at nuns. Don't have much time. Tap a moment of the small stone, I'll let you in. In for what? To examine the body. I'm now a detective. 2 days, 2 hours remain. Okay, I'm guessing that's until the Prince Bishop whatever arrives. Okay, go to the Druckers, from ahead. Let's go. It's odd that Martin ran away, but it's also odd that the book is missing. Makes it seem more like it's someone who did it in the church there, someone, I don't know, who would. Yeah, this guy again with this fucking weird... Hey, Andreas, back from the Abbey already? It's only noon. You alright? Something terrible has happened. Tap. Forgive me, come inside and sit down a minute. Stunning position, I appreciate a moment to rest. My friends are always welcome in my home. Use your opinion on something. Okay, also the same with the text weird. Okay. Good day, Andreas. Should I fix you a plate? Not too much trouble. My pleasure. The rain has got different spirits down. Hello. Hello, Berthold. How are you? Sleepy. Back to my workshop. Going to do a new run of Till Eulenspiegel. Printing a few years ago in Strasbourg, it was awful. Almost bereft of illustrations. What do you think of these new ones? Sure, excellent work. Thank you. Sure to let Marie know. These are woodcuts. They are. The drawings are mine, but she did the block cuts. Got a talent for the designs. She can only do the woodcuts in the type. This is what blah blah blah. Yes, what were the bells for the Abbey? They were sounding for a long time. Visiting nobleman Lawrence Ruffvogel was found murdered in the chapter house. Heaven, he just rode by here yesterday. It's worse. One of the other brothers I worked for in the scriptorium. Burial was accused of the crime. Oh, murder and curse you? How could a monk do such a thing? Andreas, the Baron seemed like an interesting man. He has been a patron of the Abbey for years. How did he die? Could it have been an accident? Does that really believe that Brother Piero killed them? I've always spoken of him in the kindest terms. He's been stabbed, blah blah blah. I can't believe Brother Piero did it. I can't imagine him harming anyone. Stab? Hard for me to imagine a monk doing that as well. But who knows? Oh, but could it have been one of the sisters? Wasn't Brother Piero? Who do you think could have done it? I did see Lucky Steiner get into a shouting argument with the ones yesterday just before I walked by your place. Lucky? Why would you have caused a shout on a nobleman? Probably something else going on that you wouldn't know about, dear. What do you mean by that? I don't trade gossip. If you want to know, talk to some of the other women in town. Or Mother Cecilia up at the Abbey. With the nuns. Lucky here's learned about nuns. No need for that. Lucky's a forthright man. Sure, if you ask him, he'll tell you what the argument was about. You both. That's good advice. There's something else, though. Lawrence and I were walking through the meadow. The widow Campbairn came out of the woods and... Yes? Well, she cursed him. Not surprised. Tilia's late husband Reinig ran afoul of Lawrence on his last visit to Tassing. I don't remember the details, but Reinig died just last year, and Tilia hasn't been the same since. She was always an old bitch, even before she was old. That's enough. There's a lot to deal with her jobs in that life. Now she lives all alone at the edge of the woods. Rumor she's gonna lose her property soon. I pity her. Bitter woman. There could be some exception in law for her to inherit. I'm not get around from child as she chose to lose. This is more than just, yes. It wasn't always this way. My great grandma inherited this land way back when. Well, if men change it, they can change it back. You're right as always, my dear. I'm about to tell you, is there anyone else you think may have done it? I don't know if he has an ill intent, but Prior Fern has been acting strangely since the day Lawrence arrived. Perhaps an academic disagreement? You know, they're both avid readers, both of classics and new works. His last visit, the Baron brought a book from astronomy from me. The Prior has some similar interests. Prior killed someone over a simple disagreement? Not that outlandish. When I was in university, I saw men throw punches over small academic concerns. It is an opinion for some a testament to faith for others, and worth killing for. Well, maybe so. I've never seen that sort of anger in Prior Fern. God, that name is so hard. Fern? Not even when Garnot was made abbot instead of him. Afterward, he seemed bitter, never violent. Doesn't seem to be part of his character. He, the widow, and every prior. Anyone else? It'd be strange when we approached the abbey together. When Cecilia was outside with some of the sisters. But Cecilia scowled into the nuns inside without saying a word. Sounds like we have history, at least. I don't know Cecilia personally. I've never heard anyone speak badly of her. She had cause to dislike the Baron. I must believe she had good reason. Well, Andreas, sounds like there's a lot to look into. You're feeling overwhelmed. Always welcome here, Andreas, anytime. Yeah! Especially welcome with this one. I'll be with you, Andreas. Thank you. It's good until I come back. I'll try. Alright. So at least far. Where should I start? Talk to Lucky. Yeah, where's Lucky's house? The widow lives south. Let's return, but talk to him tomorrow. Should look where Frank was writing the book yesterday. Don't time to have to do without me. Oh my goodness. So many things. So many things to do. I don't know where Lucky's house is. There it is. Perfect. Found it right away. Hello, Andreas. Something you need? How are you doing, Lucky? You don't talk much. Andreas, I got things to do. What time is it to help with the church? I'm push you with old Otto. I'm going to repair a wall for blah 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 blah. I'll keep it brief. I'll ask you questions about Baron Rothogel. No. Why not? I don't want to. You're a grown man. I should give you reason enough for you. So I shouted at the Baron when he arrived in passing. What was that about? Go through your pebbled stuffed head. I'm not talking about Rothvogel. No part in his death. I shouldn't answer a few simple questions about him. You think I'm stupid? Twist my words around already. Maybe you'll try to see me killed with them. Did you kill him, Lucky? I have nothing more to say to you. Don't bother me again. Not being forthright with me. Seems eager to get away. We're here to leave and observe his actions. Sure, now it would take a while. I'll observe Lucky later. Probably not the lead I'm looking for. Probably. I don't really see a reason to talk to the old lady unless the game makes me. I don't know. I don't think she would, kill him. Regardless of how much she cursed him or whatever. Is this letter to the Baron from Prior Frank? Or just blackmailing Frank to get him to perform some kind of occult ritual. What? You can read books about it if you are foolish enough to attempt to actually practice what's written in them. The substances used in these rituals are dangerous, even lethal. God forbid someone in the Inquisition finds about it. Cool. Oh then, interesting. Ooh, went to the library? I can go in the library? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Secret passage, let's use the secret passage! Yeah! Let's go, use the secret passage! Andreas, this way! There you are. I'm glad the storm didn't delay you. Even though I gave instructions though not to be disturbed, we must work quickly. Setting groups up close can be unsettling for some. I hope you're up for it. thrown up enough to not mind it so much. One way to deal with it, I suppose. Trying to splash me in the body in the process. I'll take notes as we go. They might be useful later. Of course. Inspecting his interior, starting with the face and head. No visible wounds, no blemishes, teeth in good condition, nothing unusual. Next soldier's chest are ordinary. With some blood on the way to examine the torso. There it is, a puncture wound between the 6th and 7th ribs. Really shallow, but I estimate it penetrated only about an inch, and likely came from his own hand. Huh. It's not deep enough to have killed him. It wasn't, likely incidental, received while falling on his own knife. Must have some of the wounds that issued forth all the blood we found in him. Found him in. This made Brother Piero is innocent. It's incredibly unlikely Brother Piero stabbed the Baron. Doesn't explain what actually killed the man. I never should have picked up that knife. I'm sure the appearance of the guild never even crossed his mind. Now then, let's move on. Sore on his sex, probably from the French disease. That had anything to do with his murder. Did French children receive the brothers in Naples? Yes. How do you know of it? Oh, I see. Have you taken mercury for it? I haven't suffered, thankfully. One must be somewhat cautious. Ah, good. Seems the Baron was not the most faithful husband. Not uncommon among the nobility. The monk could be more shocked by this. Spent many years as a mercenary. Sex and death are common companions in that world. Besides, sex isn't all that rare, even in Abbey. Between the brothers? It's not over to our examination, Andreas. Let's continue. Okay. Oh, then a few blisters on his feet from what I assume are new shoes. There's nothing wrong with his legs. Andreas, can you help me turn him over? Sure. Slight irregularity in his spine, possibly from an old injury. I don't think it's anything to do with how he died, though. Time was probably fell off his horse when hunting. Seems like a silly thing to risk your life for, but I'm not one to talk. Or the reason didn't contribute to his death. Here it is, a rather dramatic head wound. Darker and the blood make it difficult to see, but it's quite bad. My experience, I've never seen someone walk away from a head wound with this severity. How many head wounds have you seen? Too many and not enough. Grim as it sounds, there's always more to learn. Italian doctors try to examine many corpses so they can fully understand the mysteries of the body. Battlefields of Poland and Lithuania aren't as ideal learning environments as the University of Bologna, but they provide an education of sorts. Yeah, someone treated with some experience. Appreciate your confidence. One looks like it was caused by a single powerful blow from a blunt object, no more than 4 or 5 inches across. How can you tell? The blow is cracked in a single spot, and there's a clear impression in the skin around it. Take extraordinary precision to hit the same spot twice, since the Baron were already dead. Luckily, they didn't die immediately. What did he survive for? Since some energies in battle, victims don't last more than a few minutes. An agonizing death. Even so, he couldn't have wandered far from where the blow was first struck. May have not been attacked inside the chapter house. He was either attacked in the chapter house or someplace in the immediate area. The cloister? That's possible. Of course, connects directly to the chapter. There's a high risk of being seen. Anyway, whatever killed the Baron was a blunt instrument of considerable heft. Rather than impacted, it was like a little smaller than a fist. About 2.5 inches around. Perhaps a pig mallet, a joining hammer, the round stone 4 to 5 inches across held in the hand. That's specific. Between sizes and numbers have always come easily to me. Hope your talents will help find the murder weapon in short order. Whoever did this must have caught the Baron unaware. Save the small knife wound, he has no other injuries. Suppose he was struck, drew his knife to defend himself, and fell on it before Brother Piero discovered him. We discovered 2 important things. Stabbed him, yeah, that killed them. Indeed. Make Mordecai start speaking of Brother Piero's innocence. You know the Baron was killed by a blow to the head, heavy blunt object. Find what caused the blow and learn who struck it. One item interesting I found in the Baron's jacket. Didn't want to open it without you. Note of some kind. Wish you open it more carefully than I would. What does it say? The girl who died and innocent with her. Martin's. Matins chapter. Girl? Which girl? And what innocent? One of the nuns? It's been years since the nuns have died. Perhaps Miss Cecilia will remember. Can you tell who wrote it? I think they're French or Flemish. It was some sort of Stardust script. Started in Burgundian scribes or similarly, but no, it's highly refined Gothic hand. As good as Zedek and Guy are, I don't think they could replicate this. Really? If not, then who? I intend to find out. Wish you good luck finding the answer. Sorry to rush you. I must ask you to leave. You're going to stay here as additional... Expecting someone. The Florian, could you open up? It's Wonder Stoltz, the physician from Tassing. Yes, I'm in the middle of something. Could you return after supper? Right, I can. Wait. Father Garn asked me to examine the Baron's body. Alright, give me a moment. Andreas, need you to hide yourself? Of course. Oh, just, okay, just behind it. Yeah, that's a good hiding spot. Great. We're still starting to keep you waiting. What'd you need? I want to examine the Baron's body before his wife arrives. Seems unnecessary at this point. I've just completed my own examination. Simon, let me take a look. With all respect, I'm finished. The cause of death is clear. I arrived an hour ago. I would have no problem with your assistance. Assistance? I'm a university-trained physician. I can examine a corpse of a man with the help of battlefield sawbones. Let's remain hidden. Those are your opinions regarding my abilities. The examination is finished. Is this unexpected in the body anyway? Must insist that the abbot tells me himself. Me bring the abbot here is a waste of time. So I was performing an examination on this corpse immediately after one was just completed. Idiotic. I'll return to the front of Granite presently. That was close. Now quickly, leave through the cloister before they return. Thank you, Brother Florian. Nothing of it. See you tomorrow. Till then. I get that note out of my head. Who died in the instant with her? What could it mean? And who wrote it? I don't know. It wants me to follow Lucky. Okay, where would her name be? Sister, whatever. I wish she'd not be here at this time. I just realized this is probably the supper time. Okay. So that time passing scripted, or was that like, would it have normally, that it's just because I've investigated a couple things? Wait, which way is the what's-her-face's house? So she's somewhere in the woods or something, right? Smokey's home. Is that who's there? Smoker. No, that's not. That's not the lady. Okay. Where the hell is the lady lives? That's you. Is there a secret here? Is there a secret? Oh, it's not a secret. I thought it was. It got me excited by fucking. I thought I would be able to click on it. God damn it! Don't show me that and not let me click on it, jerk. Old salt mine. What the fuck? Ugh. Okay. Okay. Not where the lady lives, though. Where the hell does she live? Oh, God. I thought it said she lived, like, at the edge of the forest or some shit. Maybe I'm misremembering. Isn't that where she came out of? She came out of there, right? Am I crazy? I don't know. Whatever. Mill, oh, there, it's down there. She'd come out of the forest, though. Why she came out of the forest? Whatever. No, I can't go that way. Let's do this one down here, then. Come on. There we go. Want something? Oh. Can't talk to her about the Uranus cane. Well, surely. The head is broken off. What was the reason? Could you use the cane to kill Lawrence? This cane is broken. You remember what happened? Sure, I know. Everything here is broken and falling apart. It broke at some point. I don't remember how. Alright. Ah. Alright. Broken cane. But it's not enough. Especially not being to able to investigate the fucking area. I can't, like, say for sure. Right, let's find, I guess let's find Lucky and follow him. Kitty. Oh, Lucky's already gone. Is he in the house? He's in the house. Oops. Didn't mean to immediately click out of there. A bee. What do you want? You don't need to be like that. We're not trying to get you killed for a crime we didn't commit. You're gonna ask him how his day's going. What's my mood? Tell me what you want. I think you want to break bread with you and Agnes. You never heard it seems pretty. I was just like, you gonna. Okay, he's not gonna think that thought. He's just gonna stand there. Okay, great. Let's see why not. I'm just glad to have you. Is now good? That'd be great. This is blah blah blah. Why is the camera not moving over there? Is it over here? I'm tired. I guess did else keep you up late? I don't mind. She needs support and I'm happy to give it. When I look up the woman of this town, and Werner hardly cares to. Else the miller's wife. Married to Lenhart Miller. Yes, I'm surprised you haven't met her yet. Something happened to her? She lost a child a few weeks back. Overjoyed when she finally quickened, and her bleeding returned soon after. It's been difficult for her. She's made it through. She's been through it before. She make it through it again. She's strong in her love of Christ and love of her husband. Blah blah blah. She dotes on him, though Lenhart hardly deserves it. What is that? Miller's not a kind man. Not to the peasants and not to his wife. The rumor is not Christian behavior, Agnes. Although the secret, the man has power in this town. He makes certain we all know it. Take it as a caution, Andreas. Don't get on the Miller's bad side. Tasking's Miller has no power over me. Perhaps not. He has greater power over the Gertners. They have fed and sheltered you during your time here. In position, I would not make trouble for them. Who's making trouble? It's all hypothetical. Said my piece. I'm sure you behave however he feels right. What's we can do for Elsa's care for her as neighbors? She's the only one in Tassing who struggles in her marriage. Even my Brigitta has her troubles. She's your only daughter? Only living child, yes. I'm sure I've never agreed to their marriage. She's just better than Martin Bauer. Listen, Lucky. If she had to marry sometime, what could we do? Find a man who isn't such a useless shit. Because he got wolf out of it. I'll make sure he grows up solid. He'll become a great stonemason. Just like his grandpa. Why don't you tell Andreas about your work at the Abbey? Did you find something strange in the building? Strange how? Ah, that. A very important wall in the crypt. The Abbey used to be a Roman fort, right? So it's no spring hen. Up into the relief of the Virgin and a door stood open. The damnedest thing. Fascinating. The old Abbey's full of secrets, make no mistake. Anyway, stuck my head up through the trap door and one of the nuns screamed. You didn't tell me that part. I felt bad for scaring them. But they're fine. Who doesn't enjoy a thrill from a strange man now and then? That's right, you cad. Heh. Probably should have knocked first. Never know what you'll find behind a closed door. Speaking of work, just get back to it. Still lots to fix after the storm. I'll be having you, Andreas. Take care, nice lucky. Thank you for hospitality. Yeah, on the Abbey, I expect. Okay. But yeah, so I guess after each thing, it seems it'll be time for. Okay. This is ooh, this is probably not what the camera should be doing. This sounds like a problem. Okay. Interesting. Might have some trouble figuring out how to navigate. Oh boy. This is it's me. Let's see if I can just exit the save and go back in. Okay, yep, it's fine. Everything's fine. I don't know why I did that. Just had to be zoomed in, I guess. The game could not help it. Just wanted that close-up shot, I guess. What the fuck? Oh my goodness. Go to bread. Oh, in the middle of the night? Oh, child. Ender. Good morning. Oh, it's not morning. Oh, the night, Ursula. What are you doing up here? That. I see. Haha. Tell me a story. That help you sleep. The story of the cat in the cradle. Up north in Flanders, where Lenhardt's mill came from, was a town by the sea. 100 years ago, there was a great flood there, the Feast of St. Elizabeth. You know how mad your dad gets when the water comes through your farm? Well, it's like that, but much worse. If your dad saw St. Elizabeth's flood, he'd probably lose all his hair on the spot. Water rose so high, everyone had to leave town. Many families lost their homes. The floodwaters went down, the townsfolk went to look for survivors. I believe they saw a baby's cradle floating in the water. I know. Strange cruelty. It's about to get even stranger. There was a cat on the cradle, jumping back and forth to keep the waves from getting in it. Townsfolk couldn't believe it. They slowly rowed their way out to the cradle. They looked inside. What did they see? A tiny baby, warm and dreary. Oops. You know, I saw the name of the town, Kinderger. Makes more sense if you know Dutch. Good shit. Okay. Everything's been fixed up since the storm. Come on, go up there. Going the wrong damn way. Moss. Okay. Nothing to say, Thomas? Tom ass. Tom's ass. Oh, no. Yawning. Guess we can go in now. Although let's find what's her name? Mr. What's her face? Where is she? Where would she be? She's not here? No, she's not here. Shit. I don't know where she'd be. In there? Bless you, Andreas. Cecilia, something I can help you with? Let me talk with you with the Baron. Given the Baron was murdered, it seems worth inquiring about the cause. Trusting the Abbot's judgment. The judgment is the Archdeacon's. All too true. You must proceed carefully in your inquiries. There is not anything to interfere with the Archdeacon's investigation. That includes you. Then help me. If you would blame someone else for the murder. You know Pierre didn't murder the Baron. I'll not condemn someone else to death. Yes, you're allowing him to die. I'm a simple nun. Why do you think I can help you? You know what happens to that be better than anyone. Better than the abbot? That exceeds only the brother's side. True. Alright, I did have reason to be concerned about Brother Rothwill's presence. Aaron caused irreparable harm to one of the sisters on his last visit. However, severely she had to leave us for some time. I removed the sisters from his presence as soon as I could. Sister. Andreas, I don't think that would be appropriate. Not much I want to know what happened to whom. I understand this information like we wanted. I don't think I can tell you any more in good conscience. First, I want to say the victim of this incident could not have killed the Baron. And more than that, any records on her and what happened? The records are all this from the library. Not that it does you any good. You're not allowed. I asked her to see them. She won't give them to you. Our records aren't available for outsiders to look through. The Ron told me it's a secret into the library. Oh, do you know where it is? I'll explain the crypt. Don't try it. You'll be caught and you'll be lucky the abbot only banished you from the abbey until Judgment Day. We'll see. Thank you for your help. Oh, goodness. What the trouble? Alright. Sneak into the library. If we're gonna sneak in there, we can't go now, right? We'd have to go later. Because right now they'd be working, right? God. Okay, nope. Yeah, let's look in the book, see what's in the book. More Prior Fennick was doing with this book. What the hell's this? Library University of Five Churches. Hungarians call it PEX. That's where Frank is from. Doctor of Theology, George of Gran. You steal this? I don't understand the language. I can't read it. But I'm clicking buttons. I'm clicking. It's not doing anything. There's nothing to be clicked. Nothing to be done. Oh, I would love for this to not get fucked up again. Oh, what's this? There we go. Text on astronomy, it looks like. Not familiar with it. Oh, what the fuck? A whole bunch of things written over. Frank's handwritten between lines in the margins. Noting for the text in the university. It's a thorough commentary. Scribbled. I didn't even draw things right. Libra, Capricorn, Aries. Astrological symbols. I should have Greek at some point. Can't make any sense of this. Okay. Who do we know that knows Greek? I don't think we know anyone. That's as far as I know. Or as we've spoken to anyone. Do you know Greek? You've seen Brother Rudiger. Why? He was not allowed to know him since then. Things happened? I got very tired of writing in the library. He decided it was safer to run. Because I don't know how sensitive he is. He did threaten us. It's no small thing. Turn, something happened to him, and told you responsible. It'll be alright. Until later. I don't remember who that is. I can't let me remember. It's only been 2 hours and I've completely forgotten who that was. It was in the library, now to wait until compline, okay. Find someone who knows Greek. Is that all I have to do? I have quests here. I can look at quests, right? Okay. Those are all done. Flood and whatever, blah blah blah. Baron and the Nun, Caesar's Library. He figured out the meaning of the cipher Oval while wearing and took it with him. Okay, find out where he puts his robes, I guess. The widow. So we're gonna learn how it broke. Okay. Find out what he's arguing with Baron. He's working this. Okay, so I still gotta talk with Lucky and figure out something. And then I guess okay. I guess I'll go back to the widow's house or something. I don't know. I don't know where guy would keep his cloak. Probably wearing it right now anyways. It's in the middle of the day. Maybe that's something I can only do at night. Hey, do you know? You don't know. Okay, you don't know. Let me tweak. Damn, if only I had the knowledge to choose the Greek thing. Oh well. Yeah. Yes. Caverns are quite curious. Okay. In the late Baron's new best friend. Did find you in such a good mood. City boy, I think you're so clever. What do you want? I want to ask some questions about his murder. First time perched to answer my call. I know what I think. I'm glad he's dead. I hope whoever killed him gets the abbot next. He burns the entire abbey to the ground. A lot to say about that. If an innocent man is at stake, one of the elderly brothers. Can you spare me a few minutes? I think everyone happens to some old monk. Idiot. Kill them all, see if I care. Every agent of the church should die. Where's the anger coming from? No. Well, maybe. Those skinny arms of yours can hold more than a paintbrush. I can lift things to reach high places. Not so often someone offers to help out old Attilia. Do some things for me, maybe it'll jog my memory. It'll take a while. Lots of things been building up. Things I'm too old to do. Got some place to be? Always got time for you, Attilia. They're so smart and clever, but I can't see right through them. Didn't need to collect some firewood, haven't been able to muster the energy. Got some sticks. Okay. It was a little slow picking that up, but okay. Sure. Don't know why it took a minute to do that. That animation is like the slowest thing ever. It's like, there's no need for that pause, please. Beg. I got a bunch of sticks. Is that enough now? The trees always been felling for the abbot. Break off that branch there, the big one. Okay. Why not? Ooh, got it. Shit, you're not. That's all what I need for a while. Great. Love to tell people to eat shit. Can't use all these sticks. They're too big. You need to break them down for me. Sure, break the sticks. Got it. Need the right side a certain length, so break them and forget the leftover scrap. Where should I break them? Let me see. Get snapping, boy. You need. What? She needs the right side. Need this smaller, so that's what my hair. Okay, so is that better? Too big. I don't need a club. That's not a club. That's so small. Okay. It's too small, just like you. Great, thanks. Fine. Fine. Suppose that one's fine. I should do nicely. Too big. Great. I'd really use some of these. Help me back at the house. Of course. Okay. I'm gonna toast some Rannick here. You're on crooked, I can't reach. Hang them for me. Easy enough. Be careful with pictures, some are fragile. You hate to lose them to your carelessness. Okay. Hang what? Where? How? What? Oh. Okay. Eh? Can I rotate more? Oh, it's gotta be the other way. That's why. Okay. I understand. I see. How did they get so messed up? What the fuck? What? How? Those handle papers on the tables? I can't reach. Okay, sure. Put up there. Hang that up there. There you go. That looks alright. There's one thing. Remove the cross. Sure about that? Don't you gainsay me, boy. Alright, if you're sure. Just do it. So she didn't mean for me to hang this note. Remember your husband, the pain he carried like job, Redbird Flies, Matins chapter. You still come from it, do ya? No idea. Found on the table the night before Rothvogel died. I barely read it. The writing's too fancy. Keep it if you want, and it's nothing to me. Mysterious. One last thing if you're willing. Legal document. Need you to read it. The words are too small. The reading's not so good. It would delight me more. Oh boy, I love reading. Let me see here. Introduction document shows, etc., etc. It says, oh, due to death of Rennig, your inheritors, your ability to pay fees in land, forfeit to the church. It's not very suspect. Not going to spell something rotten in this letter. Questionable assertions here. Reclamation on Rennig's lease agreement with the Abbey. Something like that. Didn't think this lease was with Rennig. Family's lived here for over 100 years. That's true. It's quite like the leases with one of your father's ancestors, not Rennig. Lease allows for partition of the land. We'd have the ability to allow others to farm here in exchange for payments to you. But Prince Bauer would never. They'd want the land for themselves. There's always the Gertners. That could work. There are any problems with the Gertners. In any case, it's clear the Abbey is not being truthful about the existing lease on this property. Use Rennig's death as an opportunity to try to change the lease to something more profitable. All the fault of the monster. If you were alive, I'd kill myself. May boil in hell for all eternity. This time you know what happened with the Baron. He caught the Rothvogel devil riding through our property and told him rightly to leave. The Baron beat my Rennig for it. Beat him so savagely he took the cane to walk. Even his breathing pained him. He never could breathe so deep as long as he lived. It wasn't long at all. Good God. The Baron was the worst kind of man, careless and cruel. He could beat my Rennig and suffer no consequences, so he did. Rennig was so low as animals him. We were furniture. He knew after Rennig died, the church would try to take what little I had left. The document only confirms it. Because of Lorenz Rothvogel. No, it's a compelling reason for you to have him killed. Put yourself you do if you could. Who's to say you haven't already? Some honesty from you. Is the real purpose of your visit all along. I'm not a woman, Andreas. Even walking from my bed to the door pains me. How could I kill a man in his prime? Not that it matters. I'm sure I'll take the blame for it anyway. Just to get blame for every runny nose and thorn horseshoe around here. Town can't wait for me to die. The Abbey vultures hate me for my contempt of them. Because it matters. I don't care what happens to me anymore. Thank you for your help, boy. No one's come calling since my Rennig passed away, you know that? Now get out of here. Get out. I need to lie down. Of course, glad to help. Should find someone to eat with. I have to find people to eat with. I can't just eat on my own. I gotta find people. Yeah, it's good to see you something inside the boring little abbey. This was quite unusual. More interesting for it, I'd say. There's no more shooting, all kinds of mischief. I'm shocked the church allows it. They don't. History only escapes notice because it's been forgotten. For the best, last thing passing is the church to look our way. What shitstorm that would be. Some of us still remember the tale of Helena Schubert, after all. The Innsbruck woman accused of witchcraft, wasn't she? Fascinating moment in local history, I imagine. Those were the bad old days. I was just a girl then. 7 women nearly killed, then for what? The wounded pride of one weak man? Everyone's involved in burning in hell. Let's not revisit it. Of course. On to sunnier topics. You're friendly with the storm. The looks in the roof must have shuttered man, seen worse. So I'll get the burners down. Girls? The Gershner girls, Clara and Ava. You've noticed the sheep getting near to lambing. Maybe not, city boy like you. We shared them all. Now we got a mountain of wool to spin before the babes come. Jesus give me strength. There's not enough work to do already. At least you got Clara and Ava to lend a hand. Oh, fat lot they are. Mostly they just sit around and gossip. Must know about everything that happens in Tassing. Bet your little ass I do. People seem compelled to come to me with their troubles. Must be that famed listening ear of mine. You know what's really going on in Tassing, Master Mailer? Not by the spinning bee. Socialize. Handsome young thing like you shouldn't be wasting the best years on books and paints from these pretty girls to court. I'd like to come by. I like that eagerness, Master Mailer. The girls will be glad to see you, and Otto might even show up. You're friendly with him, aren't you? Come to my home in the morning or afternoon. We'll be there. Alright, just back to it. You stay out of trouble. Not if I can help it. Reminds me, care to join us for a meal? Sure. Plus, some chaos up the Abbey, hasn't there, Andreas? Those bells ring clear across the valley. Sound like the monks were mustering for war. You haven't heard? A man was murdered. Burdens. You won't find many in Tassing crying over that one dead nobleman. I can't believe you haven't heard, John. Have you had their head in the dirt? I don't intend to gossip. That's your job. You're damned right. I'll admit that has me interested. A murder at an abbey? How did it come to pass? Still trying to figure that out. My mentor, Brother Piero, was found with the body, but he's too frail to have done the deed. Grizzly, what about the blood? Was it everywhere? Some. Too bad. How about the wound? Could you see it? Jesus, Mom. I'm only curious. Not every day a man's murdered in broad daylight. What do I need to protect myself? You're being weird, Mom. Weird and drunk. Uh-huh. Do you have any idea who might have done the deed if not Brother Piero? There aren't many enemies in town in the Abbey. Scandalous. To think that any Tassing resident might be a murderer. Don't say that. Fuck up, son. A noble killer won't take an interest in you. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Whoever killed the Baron has to be dumb as rocks. Or very angry. I suppose we'll find the culprit as a bit of both. You're not going to mind? I won't tell you if they did. No good can come whatever I deserve to, Andreas. Once the church nobility get involved, all the peasants are going to get his shit. One under the other, doesn't matter which. Gross, Dad. Hehe. What? I'm right. Hans thinks I'm right, don't you, son? Always, Dad. At least God granted me one respectable child. What a suck-up. Speaking of the church, has Johann told you about the abbots out to ruin our lives? That has something to do with his taxes. Yes, thank you. Even a traveling artist from Christ knows where understands. Nuremberg. We're supposed to expand our farm, but the abbot's taxes make it impossible. We can't grow enough barley to feed ourselves, pay the miller's toll, and give the abbey its due. Not Christian. Not right. That's right. Not the Ren and Kemper's bucket. The old witch's land will be forfeit soon. Once I tell you it's gone, I'll be available for us to purchase, God willing. Uncle Franz gets to it first. I believe you. She's no lady leaving all alone. She'll be looking after her, not picking scraps from her corpse. Shut up. I dare speak to your father that way. Should I? Hear my advice? Stay out of it. It does be like this after more than an hour in the same room. Great. Feel sorry for Attilia. We're having a very serious conversation about your attitude, Veronica. You're in for it now, hehe. Eat shit, Hans. Alright, that's it. Andreas, it's been great, but I need to have a talk with my ungrateful children. See yourself out. Where's the right place, Veronica? I can get my tie tan for it. Great. Okay. Time to get back to work. Attend the bee. Is this the bee happening now, or is it? I don't know what the bee is. I don't know. There we go. When you turn up, the guy will say you come watch them spin. He's on a bunch of the skill once she's got your claws. Got a few hours to hunker down and get comfortable. Sure. Why not? As you inside among the unmarried girls, but being unmarried yourself, you're going to watch through one of the windows. Defensible. No harm in stealing all the hearts after all. You joke, but I expect you to behave yourself. Eddie didn't ever trouble. Oh god, words are hard. You don't think he's gone to Innsbruck? Who are we talking about? This is my cousin, Martin. Oh. The alarm says we're not supposed to. Different when I do it. Veronica, don't argue with your mother. That's not fair. No back talk. Oh, you're in on this too? Veronica, we need to our guest. Anyway, I doubt Martin's gone to Innsbruck. Small time to the little ship now. Something more exciting in mind? It's a big world, perhaps he needs to explore it. Or escape. Noble was just murdered up at the Abbey. Martin picked an awfully convenient time to run off. Oh lord. Andreas is friends with the nobleman. I think Martin could have, you know. What motivation could he have had? Not a place to say. Martin has a nasty little habit. He's gotten better. The thief always a thief, I say. I'm running away from the Abbey this morning. The morning he was killed. Martin might be a thief. I don't think he's a murderer. Coward at heart. Think it takes a brave man to commit a murder? Not a brave man, but a bold one. Martin is not that. He's your problem, Cat. What do you think? Could he have killed that man? No matter best left with the proper authorities, not a spinning bee. Imagine being tried by a gaggle of peasant woman. That's unkind, Johann. It's the truth, isn't it? Doesn't matter if it hurts your feelings. You're being unfair. Remind me, Andreas, who saw Marianne? Lay off from Johann, Jesus. Andreas, you're just gonna stand around. How about I put you to work? You're gonna gossip with the girls, you might as well spin with them too. Okay. How's this work? Shift flow, zero side, spin yarn into spindle. Once enough yarn on the spindle, click to the bottom, begin again. Draft, twist, spin, collect, repeat. You'll figure it out. Draft. Nope, not too early. There. Spin. Spin, spin. Too much. Draft, draft. Spin, 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 collect. Okay. I think I see it. Okay. Figured it out. You know, I took Ursula to play with Gretstata the other day. There's a strange man in the bakery. Was he polite to you? I believe Ulrich could stand for anything less. Very reserved. Dark-skinned, quite tall, and wearing a tunic? The rye bread, I remember. Who's this man? I'm just hearing about this. He's staying at the Abbey. My brother Sebat. Brigitte and I saw him walking up there after visiting the shops. He seemed lost. Was he from? Does he speak German? Perhaps they'd been the last to know. Ay, ay, ay. Did it. Figured it out. You know, I saw Big Georg talking to that nun again. The young one. You can blame him. God damn it, Johann. You know she's trouble. Told him to stay away. She's very pretty, isn't she? In a mean way? Pretty perhaps, but not all the same. He knows better. He's never stopped Big York from doing anything. Plenty of pretty girls here in town. And Veronica's not half bad. Mom! Let's not give Andreas any ideas, eh? Right. Oops. Brigitte has been spending a lot of her time at her mother's house lately. I'm just glad of her home. Lucky's always treated her like a daughter. You can tell they're concerned. You and Martin are having trouble, Veronica. That's one word for it. Vicky does what she can, nothing pleases Martin. He won't lift a finger for her or Wolf. Such an asshole. Well, it's not his business, is it? Woman's work and all that. Ever seen him doing much men's work, Dad? Can't say I ever seen him doing much work at all. Perhaps looking to talk some sense into Martin. Always been a devoted husband and father. He Steiner is the model of what a man should be. How much am I going to do with this? My goodness. Otto! Is everyone behaving themselves in here? Oh, it's you. Afternoon, Otto. Come to see anyone special. Hello, Otto. It's good to see you. I'm laughing up the road. I knew you all had to be up to no good in here. Look, there's Andreas. Been minding your manners. Old Johan here's a real stickler for propriety. And to God, Master Zimmerman, not once in my life. A likely story. Not quick to judge, Johan. Andreas carries himself like a man who's caused his share of mischief. What can I say? Like to have a good time. Too much time cruising, not enough working. At the arms of a maiden. We all know that work hard in the fields, Johan. No need to boast. It's hard in other places, too. You've been down a few months, Andreas. Got any burning questions you've been meaning to ask? Tasking. Anchors in the church. Know about her? Oh, Sister Amelia? Emily, whatever. You know her, Veronica? We're not your friends or anything. Sometimes she has these fits, you know. If Father Thomas isn't there, and I have time, I'll wait with her until he arrives. It's when? I don't know anything about this. Ah, here I thought you just adored the church building. It's so funny, Veronica. Make it sound weird. She's nice, and someone should be there when she's in pain, that's all. Father Thomas should make sure she receives visions from God. She has been blessed by the Lord. Her messages to come in the form of Gulden. She's been in tasking for near on a decade, hasn't she? Since I was a girl, certainly. I've grown up with her in a way. Woman in the Maze. It's like something from a tale of knights and monsters. She's trapped in a box. I don't think there's anything romantic about that. Aren't you a little know-it-all? Didn't realize you were an expert. Come on, Andreas. Should have gotten better questions than that. About the Abbey. Yeah, there we go. If there was, you can still see evidence in the construction if you know where to look. The old fort ruins extend through the forest into town. Better watch where you step, Andreas. Oh? You'd fall down to a collapsed aqueduct if you're not paying attention. A young man took a tumble into a pit when I was just a girl. Broke his leg in an awful way. What happened to him? He's with the Lord now. When I was a child, thinking the ruins might be haunted. The crying, yes, you could hear it echoing through the old tunnels late at night. Creepy. Isn't it? I love ghost stories. I suppose ghosts could perhaps may be real. Should you mock me, Otto Zimmerman? I don't know about you girls, but I'm sick of this wool. Do we got other chores to get to? To have that over with. Now I don't have to think about wool for a whole year. Uh-oh, I was having just a nice time. I certainly learned a lot. Care for us to go home, Ava? I'd like that, yes. everyone will on your best behavior going home. They always are. Yawn, please. Andreas, do I see you home for supper? Maybe, I'll try to make it. Very illuminating. Thank you all for inviting me to join you. If you're coming by, Andreas, come back anytime. Unless you come on Abbey business. I'll threaten him with a good time, Johan. Great. Okay, so when it's sleep time, I have to go into the library. So let's go eat with the Gerteners. Oh, who is there? Andreas, Christ, there you are. What's the matter? The Archdeacon, he's come early with an entire... What the hell? Okay, he's questioning everyone who knew the Baron and Brother Piero. All was told him the little I know. I'll speak to you tomorrow at Nones. Expected... Okay. It's been informed of the investigation then. Looks like you've been poking around the town in the Abbey, sticking your nose in the rot. Hope your prying has borne fruit, or Piero's neck will be the sword. Well, what are the stakes? Within a couple more days. Whatever happens, Pierre knows you've been working hard on his behalf. He's grateful for it. Only, Andreas? What is it? As well I do. The Baron was not a good man. Not saying he deserved what he got, just regard about what you tell Archdeacon, who you tell him about. You understand? You don't need to worry about nothing that implicates you. You didn't do it, did you? It's not me I'm worried about. Sorry, I didn't mean to shout. You don't deserve that. All I'm saying is, if you're searching, you heard anything about a certain sister, you'd have to keep it to yourself. Do what I can to protect sisters from censure. That's all I ask of you. Return to Kirsu. Yeah, but we're having a fit right about now. You will, Andreas. I pray for Piero's deliverance tonight. You should as well. I will be exploring the library tonight. Alright, food time. Grandmother chat. Of course, I can help. How exactly are you short? Oh well, about 2 goldens worth. I pay your rent early, that's alright. I'm sure you can find somebody to pay the abbot. I'll contribute whatever I can. Credit can accept. You're too proud of man task for charity, while there's still ground to till. I shouldn't ask you about rent in the first place. You're young. You have your own life ahead of you. Happy to pay, blah blah blah. God bless you, Andreas. Don't just Peter, alright? I'd hate to know I told you about our troubles. You won't know a thing. Here to join us for a meal? Yes. Bless us, blah 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 blah. The wretch of a miller this morning. Shut the Gaul to raise his hand to me in greeting. Should have spat at his feet. Dude. I'm not going to pay the Abbey's tax to raise the milling fee. I'm going to arrange that benefits you both. I'm just talking to that man. Not bad blood between us. I tried to speak to him. He's friendly with me. Absolutely not. Did you ever speak to him again? So how'd ever... Sorry, Dad, I won't. I promise. You'll give yourself chest pains again if you keep going on like that. It's my chest that pains me, boy. My back hurts. I'm gonna kill this field's planted in time. I'm picking up the slack, haven't I? We'll get by alright. Farm works so hard in the body. I just don't get him started. You're damn right it's hard. With the sun, no matter what the weather, out there in the muck and the elements working, my hands to God, damn splinters. It's your heart, son. I believe Clara a widow? You should go see Agnes Tiernu about a balm for your back. I don't want goddamn woman's medicine. Dad, we have a guest. Agnes's medicine's good enough for me and Clara. I don't see why I can't help you too. Agnes gave me a tincture for an upset stomach that was quite helpful. It's Agnes you had a problem with, Dad. Why don't you see Dr. Stolz instead? Stolz even worse. Treasures measures the miller with all the kindness of the horsemen of the plague. The pain will pass. I'll push through, just as I always have. Stubborn boy. Why don't you chuck the old soldier up at the Abbey, eh? What's his name? Florian? Florian, yes. It's not in my tongue. Why are you so fond of the Abbey, Peter? Florian might live at the Abbey, but he's a soldier still. And worth talking to. Now that Father Matthias has passed. What was that, eh? A few months ago? 35 months, I believe. Ah, young minds. Couple years, couple months. Get to my age, there's no difference anymore. Matthias, you know, he was impressed by my age. I must have been blessed by the Lord. I want to know all about my life and the things I'd seen. Been for a monk. I like that new abbot. Only cares about his coffers. And Garnet does. That's the Abbey for you. Did you see Otto up there much, Andreas? The Abbey keeps him busy. I had dinner with him in Enders recently. He was working on some repairs to the Abbot's house. Did anyone at the Abbey have a hello for me? Jorg. Oh, sorry, I'm only curious. No, Jorg, no one had a hello. Are you expecting one? I want to talk to one of the sisters there sometimes. Did I know? Wondering if she, you know, forget it. It was stupid anyway. Didn't talk to her much anyways, besides about the books. I don't often keep meals with you, Andreas. Pestering folks around town with questions like you do. You know anything about the town? Story... There's with Norton. He's troubled. I don't want to speak out of turn. Treats his wife terribly. Brigida tries. He doesn't hear a word of kindness from her that it can't turn into an insult. He's a lazy little thief with no morals and a wretched disposition, if you ask me. He doesn't get it from nowhere. What do you mean? His dad's an asshole. Oh, then an excuse. Fine, Dad. Take that home with your father, Yorg. Fine, Granddad. God damn it, Yorg. All this shouting's making Ursula restless. Let's finish our meal in peace. Alright. Sorry, Ursula. Alright, so now I should explore. Get some sleep or break into the library. One or the other. Either's good. Love to commit crimes. Is it even a crime to break into a church library? I bet library, whatever the fuck it's called. What a weird law to have if it were a crime. Never break into the library. For fucking reasons. Because we've got forbidden books or some shit. Oh, shit, Theo's in the Abbey. Is the Abbey Kirkator? If he sees me, he'll kick me out. Keep out of sight until he's passed. Good thing he can't see well. That expression, so good. Is he enough? Okay. It'll take a while to find the records I need. I'll some time tomorrow morning, so turn back now. To the library. I must. Read. What's this? Where's this Cadphilus of Silopia? I don't believe I've heard of him. I'll go to and purchase a broom. Not familiar with their properties, they sound extraordinary. The illustrated book, and the author appears to be speaking from his own personal experiences. A wonderful hidden treasure for the Abbey. Nope, not there, I guess. What do we have here? Briefly taken from large text. The Mystery Astra? Not familiar with it. There's a entry explaining the connection between astral signs and the elements, the race relationship to alchemy, remember the four elements, and so on. Cuts off there. Next page is something else entirely. This Illuminati must be trying to reconstruct the large text. Given different contract with the following pages, acquire this biofilm came from must have been assembled improperly. The page is interesting enough, I suppose, but quite basic. Oh well, they can't all be Aristotle. This is most curious. Mysteria de Labyrintho Librorium. What secret text could be hidden in such a place? I can borrow the book when I have some free time, if Illuminati allows it. Damn, 3 whole floors to this library. It must be this book then. Memories of Sisters of Kirsu Abbey. Yes. Catherine was the first to enter records almost 50 years ago. Mr. Hildegard from the Gulger family, quite wealthy, became prioress after Mother Catherine. There's Cecilia Adelhart? Oh, it's Mother Cecilia's record. It's from the Wessler family? One of the most powerful families in Augsburg. Your family donates a lot of money to Kirster every year. With my family season 10s. Mr. Gertrude from Hoff, the herbalist, yes. Father's an apothecary. That explains it. Tilt Oblet, yes, the nun's cellarer, who came from Kempton. Your family donated pigments to use in the scriptorium. We're thoughtful. Have to thank them if I ever get the chance. Should be Sister Illuminata. Named Angeline from the Hoshi family in Regia. Also, they have some connection to Kirsu through an old abbot, Rudolph. Family donates money to the Abbey every year as well. It says Sister Matilda left the Abbey for several months. Why she gone Hermitage? Seems strange she's the only entry with such a note. It's 3 years ago, before Father Matthias died. Right around the time Baron Rothfogel visited. This has to be it. Tilda must be the nun Baron Hermitage last visited. Alright. If I have time to talk to them, I guess. Sure. Said nothing should be good. When we fortunate the Abbey, no one knows Celia and the Abbot let her behave as she does. Greet? Oh, the blind girl who's this Gertrude. Blind because of a failed surgery on her cataracts. Wealthy peasant family. Wealthy peasant? What? The donated wool and pasture and criminal. Murders. She had eaten for life for coming here. Married with a child. Both died. She found the connection to Cursor through Cosman, blah blah. BF and Birch. Premise for the donated flower. Does Cecilia or Matilda? Cool. Probably can't do that till morning though, right? Oop, someone's coming through. Oh. Interesting, interesting. Oh. Oh, I see. What the what? Shit. Alright. Just a little patience. Just wait, you know. It's fine. I'll just sleep in the library. Sailing the ocean? Good. One of those funny dreams again? Oh. Boop, boop, boop. Andreas, when are you coming home? Dad, I'll be home soon. And to finish this commission. Good, good. There's Masterpiece too. Time for you to get on with your career. Yes, of course. You're not gonna quit this like you quit university, are you? No, of course not. Good. Only for the work I did as the director, you never would have had the opportunity. Just would never get a second chance to throw something away like that. I know, Dad. See you when you get back. Alright. Oh, it's you. I only have the picture of you. The one Brother Daniel made. I don't have any idea what you're like. You want to get married to a stranger? What should that matter? Right, everyone keeps saying that. I'm saying it to you now. I'm saying it to myself. Exactly. See you soon, Andreas. But really, I mean. Suppose that's true. Until then. Come back, Andreas. It's been too long since you graced this court with your presence. Apologies, Your Majesty. I was been preoccupied by a tragedy at Kiersu Abbey. What manner of tragedy? The murder of a nobleman, close friend of the Prince Bishop of Freising. My friend, Brother Piero, is the abbot's only suspect. I know he could not have done it. How do you know? Examine your assumptions, my son. In addition to having no motive in violence not being a part of his character, he's not physically capable of the act. He's of limited strength and has a palsy in his hand that makes holding a paintbrush difficult. Inconceivable he would have the strength and resolve to kill a baron with a blow to the head. A whole lot of inconceivable shit happens on this hell on earth, Andreas. I don't believe he could have done it. What do you intend to do about it? When I brought for the Archdeacon, I'll tell him what I know about the other people who had motives to kill the Baron. They will see they're much more likely suspects than Piero. Why have you taken this task upon yourself? Because I'm the protagonist, that's why. Your love for and devotion to him speak well of your character. A man who is humble before his elders, honors also a god. Of course you'd say that, old man. He's right, though. If Andreas doesn't help him, no one will. Exactly. I understand why the brothers and sisters cannot act against the abbot, but I must do something. Why does that shit for brains abbot care about the death of useless fart like Lawrence Rothvogel anyways? How are people going to tell the power of people murdered the existence of the abbey? Who gives a damn about their hypocritical assholes? In any case, Andreas' ability to prevent Piero's death depends on the judgment of the Archdeacon. Wise or foolish, corrupt or just, the Archdeacon will be the first and possible final arbiter of Piero's guilt. Andreas must win the Archdeacon to his side using the tools favored by men such as him. Reason? He's a man who's truly ruled by reason. Wisdom? Wisdom can be shared, the audience may not comprehend it. Authority? Despite your talent, you're merely an artist. You've been invested by the power by Prince Bishop of Racing. You've no authority with him. Honesty? Be honest in all things, Andreas, but many aren't willing to accept the truth. And the cost of honesty can be high. Use wisdom, authority, and honesty cannot triumph. What am I left with? Hope. Lies. Truth. Above all, faith and providence. What do you plan to tell the Archdeacon, Andreas? The other people in Kirsu and Tassing had motives to kill the Baron. Would our Kemper despise Lawrence for naming her late husband? Named how? Baron beat him savagely following an argument about trespassing on the Kemper's farm. The injuries were so severe they never truly healed. He needed a cane to walk. He died less than a year ago. I tell you it's certain it's because of the wounds he received that day. Why did the two quarrel? My understanding is that it was a simple argument about trespass that got out of hand. I suppose she will lose her home. My apologies, his home. For what reason? Should Major Widow not live out her remaining days in peace? She should, but she won't. She didn't squeeze out any little Kempers for old Rannig, so away goes the house. It's because women must fight to own property. It exists on the sufferance of men. France. The law is just or unjust material. Those motives clear. Please understand and treating terrible. Perhaps the more understood or just anger, the laws would change. Commitment is settled by while injustice flourishes around it. What the hell is a half-trained artist with a half-university degree going to do against the might of the Holy Roman Empire? Idiots. Established motive for the widow, Andreas, is another matter that requires inquiry. Women are equal in most natures, women are weaker in strength. A woman of Attilia's age will require a healthy man like the Baron. That myself. Found anything she could have used to kill the Baron? It's her husband's cane. That is missing. It seems to have broken off. Poetic if killing the Baron was the cause. Are there any others you suspect? Prior to the Baron would report his occult interest to Inquisitors. So, the Baron showed a fascination with the occult text. Oh yeah, I never translated that yet. So well. The Baron was pressuring the Prior to perform a ritual for him while he was visiting Kirsu. The Baron refused. The Baron threatened to turn him into the Inquisition. How did you come by this knowledge? I've written evidence. A letter to a Ferenc to the Baron, which he just discusses all the matters. Dangerous thing among dabbling in the occult. Soul could be in danger. Look at the soul. It could be defrocked, excommunicated, and killed. All for a little curiosity. Better to stay stupid and ignorant. That's what I say. Hee hee. Hee. We're well aware. Those were dangerous time in the University of Paris, blah 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 blah. With the proclamations made by Bishop of Paris and the Pope himself, the danger remains. Blah blah. Men have killed for less, blah blah. That's right, I haven't found anything I could think he could used as a weapon. The Italians against the Archdeacon that a prior committed murder is foul. It's just a you suspect? No other suspects. A worthy mystery before this court, Andreas. Pray to God we've granted the insight you need to face the coming challenge. Thank you, Your Majesty. Prepared to meet the day. Where you go, Andreas? There's one more thing to consider. You summon to the Archdeacon and tell him what you know. You not tell him everything. I understand. There's a place for a noble lie. This is not one of them. What? The Baron is dead. All the people with motive to kill him suffered, either directly or indirectly, from his wickedness. Mention a name to the Archdeacon may endanger them, whether they had anything to do with the murder or not. Right, no point throwing everyone waste deep into shit, hehe. Interesting attempt at deception, but you must ultimately follow your own conscience, Andreas. Little time remains before you must stand before the Archdeacon. Use it wisely. I must. Okay. Oh, I fell asleep in the library. Andreas. Andreas, wake up. Well, you for the books or for me? Looking for clues. I don't believe you to stab us rat by breaking in here. Baron seemed like an interesting man. Nothing but still let any of the sisters talk to him. Was he interesting? You'll be deep in my appreciation? Of course, I thought I could show you right now if you like the lesson. God, finally. Ooh. My goodness. Said who's Zedna. Okay, great. Got an achievement for that. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, great. Okay. I'm sleeping behind the bookshelf. Ernest, how'd you find your way in here? Why are you in the first place? You scared Sister Zedna half to death. I was looking for the clues, blah blah blah. And then the Baron hurt one of the sisters and last visitor Sue. See, Sister Matilda, what happened to her was evil. Reading about Sister Matilda, you can't really believe she killed the Baron. Of course not. I really doubt that is possible. You admit she had good reason. Perhaps an old-fashioned Christian. I don't consider anything a good reason to murder. Not appropriate for us to discuss any further. Speak to Sister Matilda or Mother Cecilia. Can't speak with you? It's not my story to tell. In case you've forgotten, you shouldn't even be here. Please leave immediately. Of course, sorry for the trouble. As you should be. Oh my goodness. Okay. Find someone to eat with. He's concerned about eating with people. Where, I think where in the hell... hold on, who was the one who had the thingy? I just remember Matilda, yeah, okay, cults, Krennic, okay. Used of all available, just go through the camp, okay. I don't know where the hell he would be, I have zero idea. No idea where he would be, or even, oh hey look, there's the bloodstain. Someone probably hit him, he bashed his head against the wall after he got hit or something, or... So there's a couple things that could have happened. Church? No. Tower? What's up in the tower? I haven't been there yet, have I? Ooh, bells. Can I ring them? No, I can't ring them just for fun. Alright, fine. Can't let me have any damn fun. Ooh, can I get in there? Ooh. That. In here. Oh. I thought I'd find what I need in there. Guess not. Sad. Dormitory? Nope. Nothing in here. Who's in here right now? Oh, no one. Okay. Oh, right, it's eat time. No one will be here at eat time. Oh, there he is. What an awful time. Awful time. Murdered his dark days indeed. Never thought him the type who could possess him. You can't believe he would kill the guy. His pride inspired men to madness, Andreas, even old men. Come to me for a reason. Do you need something? I came across an interesting letter. What? Where did you get that? It says manservant. Thought I might shed light on who killed the Baron. Not as it looks. He went to course me into performing a ritual to help him with a condition. I refused. This letter makes abundantly clear. Between no such rituals on practice them as a spider's thread prior. Some would say it's only a matter of time before the temptation became too much. Do not question my devotion to the Lord, Master Mailer. The prior of Kirsten Scriptorum few that's left in Christendom. Modest though the abbey may be, our library contains works on subjects rarely found beyond its walls. Certainly not all in the same place. Learn of certain academic interests, it's perhaps the only way we meet and discuss them. Well, it's not a perfectly reasonable area of study, as long as we avoid certain subjects. Each area for scholarly insight. Our interest is more than academic. We wish to make it practical, I refused. There's nothing more to it. This is not kind to be killed. Do not kill Baron Rothvogel. I don't care if you believe me. It will be a fact, which the Archdeacon will surely realize. Duties I should attend to. A few more questions if you don't mind. Be quick. Rush to this club and hit something strange at your desk. Pardon? Why are you thinking about the scriptorium? Why are you trying to distract me? Let's see common understanding, Master Mailer, as brothers in Christ. Please let's. I'd love to understand things. You're a guest here, as long as that's true. I do not answer to you, but the abbot only. Clear? Why aren't you the abbot? It's been an elected position, isn't it? Do your brothers not find you? I'll not discuss this with you. Are you done here? Offensive and evasive. Oh, what's this? Oh, this is the thing he had. Two whales top, Greek letters, holes with Latin letters underneath. There's Greek Latin language symbols is obvious someone with no occult interest fashioned this. Ooh. Oh. The letters says this, there's a space for it to look four versions of the Latin alphabet. You need to compare them. These symbols aren't the same. They must not appear in the cipher and the actual symbols are on the Vove. The Mysterious Astra, the book in the library. The Shashalstein from the Four Elements. Oh my goodness. This is big mystery, okay. This never indicates astral is assigned to correspond to the proper element. Yes, okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Wait, okay, so that one is what? Okay. So this is only I can only choose between different okay. I understand. Okay. So I just gotta find the right thing. So okay, so that's that, so that means that has to be that one, because that's one of those. Okay, and that one has to be the green one. Okay, that's all it is, right? That's all it is? Okay. It looks intimidating at first, but it's I guess it's very simple. Okay. Assuming I had this right. Which one is that? Where's that blue? Blue. That one is red. Yellow. That's the green one. What's that one? Am I blind? There it is, green again. Okay. That's the blue. Gerhard? Late brother Gerhard? Yes, can't be a coincidence. Hey, Gerhard. Brother Gerhard died sometime last year. How does this connect to him? An anagram using Gerhard's name? Married? Hardier? Where does the G go? But I'm sure Edic would know. 1,360 combination to try. I'm solved through brute force. Let me think. Use his name for an abbreviation? A lot of letters for an abbreviation. Cipher inside of a cipher, perhaps? Not equipped with me to solve this. Oh boy. His name. Why hire hard? Dutch? No, not Flemish or French. It's an abbreviation and a name. Where is the name? What's H-I? Ignota? Oh my god. Here lies Gerhard. Gerhard's grave. I wonder if it has something to do with the Baron's murder. That's the abbot permission to exhume his grave as soon as possible. Okay, wow. Okay, so I have to talk to the abbot, who is... Was he? He was in an outside place. Which outside place was it? Here? Somewhere out here? Went out of the cloister into the... Large garden, that's where it was, right? Yeah. Dress? Push your button to the apparel the rest of the modern Swiss. Any progress in finding the murder? I'm satisfied with the killer while in hand. Germany is not even part of this community. There's more at stake than you understand, Andreas. Can't good conscious let an innocent man go blah blah blah. And reason to believe there's been killing your brother Gerhard's grave. I can dig it up. Have to do with the death of brother Rothvogel. Baron Rothvogel. The weapon he used to murder the Baron would be hidden there. The Baron stabbed himself inflicted. How do you know this? I recall telling you to stay 5 grounds after the body was discovered. Yeah. It's just stating of the murder of Baron Rothvogel my due attention. So you think I don't care who killed the Baron or whether Pero was the one who did it? I do. I rolled the play here. Can't be seen to undermine the authority of the Archdeacon stepping outside of it. Think me a fool. Not you exhume body on a hunch. What does it matter? Any more bones? Wow. Alright, I don't have permission to dig, but... Do you really even need permission to dig? Like, come on. You say it's easier to get forgiveness than get permission, right? I don't know. What the fuck is that saying? Something along those lines, I believe. Is there any pins? Just this one. I'm digging it up anyways. Otto. Where's Otto? Actually, wait, I haven't even checked. Did that tell me where things are if I try and look for them? No, it's telling me where people are eating right now. That's what it's telling me right now. Probably because eat time. Only telling me where people are eating. I'm assuming Otto's eating anyways. Have to wait until eat time to ask us to do that. Wait, where the fuck wasn't the food place in here somewhere? Oh, refectory, that's what it's called. I'm right here, let me just do food here. Hey duck. Oh, bush grass. Oh, he can help me. Need something? It's a matter I need your help with. There's something hidden in this grave. Could you dig up for me? I'll tell, but I don't think you should insist it alright. Lie. You definitely... Don't edge, and that puts me on edge. I always feel like I'm in trouble when he talks to me, even though I'm not sure what I did wrong. I'm back when I'm ready. Okay. We gotta eat first before we can do this. Okay. Okay, can I not? I can't eat here? I'm not allowed to eat here? Okay. Apparently this is not a food place for me to eat. Great, okay. I gotta find a different food place. Fine. Gotta run around more. Is he even gonna be there when I come back? Oh my god, I don't even know where he's gonna be. Okay. That's fine. Wait, is here? Can I eat here? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. It's guest house. Looks like food is guest house. Okay, good. I'll go that far. Pet the pup. Good pup. Pup, pup, pup. Pup, 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 pup. Pup, 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 pup. Master Mallory cares to adjourn at my table. I talked to my late husband. Of course, please. Okay, so that's who she is. Restless, blah 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 blah. I myself had a place for the comfort of the Baron. You're going to share me with me. Of course, the honor's mine. You're welcome to some comfort. I will comfort my ladies, thank you enough. Okay. There's much comfort to be found in these cold and dreary alpine towns. I was meant to take a tour of them before returning home to Worms, but, well, return we shall. sorry for your loss. You married yourself, Master Mailer. Chat, there's so much about that to see. Perhaps no surprise you and Lawrence became fast friends. Imagine he saw something of himself in you. Oh my. He even gave you one of his pins. Must have been quite fond of you. You of his excursions. Very little of a husband's mysterious to his wife, no matter what he may fool himself into believing. He was a flawed man. His very simple values was no secret to me. We're not all flawed before Christ. Love him as a wife should properly love her husband. I would not say that we were friends. I only hope his appetites were not what led him to his end. Searching for the answer to that quandary myself. You are so close you would trouble yourself so. There's by circumstantial evidence. Your brother's parents found Baron's body. More him than who? There are many possibilities. We've managed to cultivate many enemies here in a short time here. They sound like Lawrence. A man of many opinions, he gave them freely, to all who would listen, and some who would not. Previous abbot, Father Matthias, seemed to appreciate that about him. The new abbot is perhaps more conservative. Father Matthias was an open-minded man, from what I've heard. True scholar. Believe it or not, does not share Matthias' passion for the written word. He endures the expense of it. But none such to be put in this position that would make a man unhappy. I understand. What would make of Lawrence as a gift to the abbey? A book on the history of Tassing. I believe it contains some scandalous details. The corroborated fears Father Matthias had expressed, but didn't share the particulars with me. Do you sense what the scandals involved? In the broad basket of Tassing's history, I cannot say. My understanding is that this community is quite old. Sorry, I can't be of more help. I have some education, but I lack my husband's thirst for knowledge. Find the book, hopefully its significance will be apparent. I've been staying Tassing long. As long as it takes Artsy to investigate my husband's murder. Circumstances of my time here are dire. I'm no hurry to return. There's that. I shouldn't see a glimmer now of what Lawrence saw in you. You're a disarming man, Master Mailer. Much too easy to talk to. I think you're the first to tell me to do so. Does not surprise me. Frank, I do not know what will become of me when I return to Worms. My title and residence may be in jeopardy. Lawrence and I have a son, but he is younger yet. I don't know of the many legalities, and the position at some risk. I can dedicate them and study imperial law. You would know, I feel only heightened my unease. Conversation short, but I fear I must rest. Thank you. If everything says my husband, I'm certain he preceded your friendship. Alright, let's dig up. What did it say? Jacob has arrived? What was that? Oh, was that the guy? Shit. We're gonna be able to dig up the thing. That's like the thing we have to do because I'm positive the book is there. Where the fuck am I going? I think, where the hell is the... Alright, this way. He's probably not out here, is he? Oh, he is? That's him, right? It is. Oh, God, it's too late. Shit. Okay, yeah, it's too late. Fuck. That's like the one thing I needed to find, I think. God damn it. Oh. So frustrating. I'm so mad. God damn it. Pain in the ass. Andreas? Father Gernot? Master Mailer, if you think I'm unaware of your actions around the Abbey the past few days, you're mistaken. Oh? You visited the widow... You often spy on old woman. This is something you wouldn't have learned after all your time in Nuremberg and Antwerp. I know... No legal status is at least not in question. Let's see what the Archdeacon thinks. Let the executioner flog you for even bringing it up. It'd be worth it just to see you squirm. You have so much business to hate in your heart, Master Mailer. Tired of getting inconsequential, your ill-informed opinions and no... You will not be welcome in Kirsu after your commission is completed. Please don't try to help Brother Piero. Fearing the day like the Abbey will end. In my intent to interfere. I'd save you, Malor. Malor. Please state your name for our records. An artist doing Cursu Abbey. Various commissions from wealthy patrons, and I need the money before I return to Nuremberg. Lay down, I think we're ready to begin. Of course, your evidence. Now then, Mailer, what's your relation to Lorenz, the Baron of Rothfru? Knew him only for a day, we were on friendly terms. Did you get a sense of him as a person? Yeah. How'd you characterize him? Lover of art and knowledge. Relates to the moment as well. Ever regarded him with the same warmth? No. Unfortunate as it is, such knowledge may be a boon to us at this moment. Baron Rothvogel was murdered here, in this very room. Someone did it. Father Gernot believes it was one of his monks, Brother Piero. I met with Brother Piero and questioned him at length. It seems unlikely a man of his age and temperament could murder the Baron. He was discovered in flagrant delicto. We discovered the corpus electing not caught in front of them. I understand your clarification, second otherwise in matters of Latin law. Wish to advocate on behalf of Brother Piero, set your foot in your mouth until I ask you a question. There are no in terms of the Baron, the loss of his work. Age of her, himself from the case of man. Seized by devilish fear, the poor sinner gains an infernal power. Saying despite his it was possible, no. In terms of Brother Piero, I interacted with the Baron both the town and the Abbey. Is anything which says someone else could have murdered? Yeah. Extraordinary claim, Andreas. The abbot speaks highly of Prior. He oversees both you and Brother Piero's work, does he not? Extraordinary claim that requires extraordinary evidence for me to take it seriously. I checked the rules of provide evidence of Prior Frennick's motive. Please do so. A magic ritual during the Baron's visit. You up for this? A letter the Prior wrote to the Baron. The Prior mentions he will not perform ritual on the Baron, even if the Baron follows the threat to Implication of necromancy is a serious matter. The Prior's position would have been in peril, possibly even his life. How do you believe Prior Frennick would have killed the Baron? Pray not say it was a magical ritual. I'm not certain, your evidence. Troublesome wrinkle. Anything else to say about the Prior? Observed him in the scriptorium? Was it an intentional covert operation? No, I was working and dropped something on the floor. Very well, continue. Wrote a note, a cipher in a book, which is associated with the Volvo that he used to encode something in it. What was he encoded? I'm not certain, but it's very suspicious. Might remark something useful. You have any evidence? No. Very well. Who else may want to see the Baron dead? Maybe the thief. His name come to my inquiries. That's covered with some of the Baron's valuables. Arnold? Silver ring glowing in a book intended as a gift for the Abbey. Thank you. The boy is known as a thief, but also a coward. First from the Abbey's guest house after the Baron already left it. Still possible he could have committed it. It's possible, but unlikely. Not sure he has a serious suspect at this time. What cause did she have? Baron responsible for the death of her husband. Responsible how? Years ago when the Baron visited Tassing, he quarreled with Rennie Kemper. The two came to blows. According to the widow, the Baron beat Rennick so severely, he never fully healed from the injuries. He died not long ago and their home was in legal jeopardy. The widow held the Baron responsible for all this. He was not in the prime of his life, certainly a robust man by all accounts. The late husband's walking stick, the head has been broken off. I don't ask for your reverence. She doesn't seem to care if you suspect her. Blah blah blah. You have knowledge of anyone else who would kill the Baron? Who was named Kempter in questioning? I'm stonemason. Finally, 3 farmers in the village saw Lucky arguing with the Baron when he came to town. I don't know, the argument was heated. Hetty and Veronica mentioned a third witness. It's Martin Bauer. Unfortunately, yes, discussed the boy fled. I proposed the stonemason killed the Baron. So numbering tools and used to bludgeon the Baron. Found such a tool? No, only he would know if one missing. Fair point. Instead of my knowledge, must be the man who harmed the Baron. No one else. Anyone else shed light on this case? Well, before I told you about the note he found in the Baron's clothing. Yes, he explained how he came to be found its contents. Still, Adelgeiger entered his testimony on our registry. To understand the implications, who is the innocent? Not clear to me either, your evidence. I believe the murderer wrote it? Whoever wrote it was a talented scribe. Interesting Curso has two, the elderly brother Attic and the younger brother Guy. From the frank evidence, neither man has the skill to write in this way. Something else about it too. The style is different. It's unlike Attic or Guy's writing, unlike mine. Whatever the particulars, it seems to remain a mystery that stands apart from the commission of murder. Found another note. A note written in the same hand, and the same type to the widow. Deeply troubling, but again, beyond the bounds of my investigation. In any case, thank you for bringing it to my attention. Of course. Thank you again. Persuade Jacob. Would it be impertinent of me to opine on who the killer is? Not at all. You're an educated man and have conducted yourself appropriately in this inquiry. But who do you believe to build the... Considering all the evidence... He has the most suspicious. Alright, Frantic, your reverence. Others may have a motive, and the most to lose. Noted. I appreciate that you were time and candor. Thank you. Until later, Master Miller. Till then. I wish I could have dug up the damn thing. They have law and dodge. Andreas, I didn't think you were coming to this. I think I was either. I suppose I wanted to see how this ends after all. I knew the Lord Emperor was angry about his death. I didn't think she would really kill the Baron. It's a trial, Andreas. The magistrate came in, read all the charges, found her guilty. Oops. Well. Magistrate's wrong. Sure, Jan won't shed too many tears about it. You know, sure, he wants old Rannick's farm, and so he'll take it. Welp. Very little evidence I give about that lady compared to the mountains of evidence I give about Fennec, and then... Wow. Andreas. Otto. I don't think I can have multiple saves in this. I want to go back and try again and try to fucking dig up the grave and see what the fuck's in there. What are you looking at? Jesus, he's just gonna hang around in the middle of town? Fuck. And this free bastard's always wanted. Now he'd be rid of me. I missed. Shows your respect for them. Silence, silence. For the executioner to carry out his duty. Warrants of peace and safe conduct, whatever may befall him. I'll get on with it. Watch. Because you couldn't dig up the grave in time. Because you don't know how to dig with your fucking hands? You can't fucking find a shovel yourself and do it? God damn it, dude. Holy shit, you have to find someone else to dig it up for you? What the fuck? Oy vey. Jesus Christ. That's brutal. I don't know why he couldn't just dig it up himself. I don't understand why he had to find someone to dig it up. Like, that's so frustrating to me. I was right there, right about to do it. Just, Why did you have to do eat time? Just skip a meal. Skip a fucking meal. This is more important than a fucking meal. Holy shit. Basically, judgmental law required. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my goodness. What was that? Thank you for that. Heh. Thank why? Well, she got on an old rank, didn't you? I'm going to never let her goose go. Place go. Blah, blah, blah. Maybe time for some crops this year. What's wrong with you? Alright, see you later, Andreas. Tisk, tisk, tisk. And Act 1 out of the Abbot's favor. Achievement I got. Nice. I'm afraid so. Farewell have been brief. Father Granite made it clear I was no longer welcome at Kirsu. Your time will soften Father Abbot's heart. I hope you realize you were only trying to help me. Well, need you more than Kirsu does. You've gone beyond this old abbey and become master in your own right. I'll miss you, my son. As I will you. Masterpiece is complete. May I see it one last time before you go? Sure. The same study to see you finish at last. To see the masterpiece. Masterpiece, truly worthy of the word. Appears you took my advice to heart. What advice was that? Put yourself in the work. Not just interpret another's artist's work, transform it into something true. It shows the world as it is, as you've seen it, even if it's not what we may want to see. Not my place to say, I'm proud of you, Andreas. Nope, you dropped something. What's this? Scrap of parchment. Oh no, another. Do not return here. A warning? Oh boy. Yeah, this doesn't look like Adux or Brother Guys. Similar in the Baron's clothing. Another while I was investigating. It's been written by someone who knew the darkest secrets of the town of the Abbey. Took the secret skill of the Baron, blah blah blah. Who do such a thing? Wish I knew. You have time to visit me once or twice in your travels, but the Lord takes me. As often as I can. Including Father Gurnett does not forbid it. The faith better days lie ahead for all of us. For your friendship until next time. Okay, Polish, Czech again, England, France, Aragon. Sure. That's not just interesting. Views in Aragon. Quite fond of the Netherland of the painters. My style was, well, close enough. Second from those ghastly inquisitions there. Also the peninsula less in Aragon, why? I find them cruel. The Jews were ejected from Dijon as well, an ugly part of our history. I'm surprised you care at all. I'm not about to lead them to a fire to save anyone. I don't think it's right what happened to them. Whatever your extensive travels and success, you're still not welcome to pursue. The abbot hasn't forgotten what happened. 7 years isn't all that long. I was just passing through. Well, you've stopped. You have to go. Father Albert's instructions were clear. I'll just stay at the lighthouse and down for a night or two before moving on. With a golden hand? I'll tell him. I can't imagine he'll care. This is so rude. God bless you. Now be off. Lucian. I seemed happy to see you, Master Andreas. Why is the abbot so angry with you? At the end of my stay in Tassing, there was a murder at Kisu Abbey, a nobleman. Well, again, I panicked and accused my friend. She was executed for the crime. Got someone killed? The government's president truthfully, the Archdeacon made the ruling. Couldn't let your friend die. Why didn't you mention it before? This must have been a hard situation if the abbot's still this mad about you. You have to make difficult choices. Why'd you come if you're not welcome? Give me my respects to Brother Piero. I was not looking forward to returning to Nuremberg. The commission is a scene vanity piece under the pretext of a religious scene. The patrons want it to celebrate themselves and their wealth. I dread each new commission more than the last. Every step I take toward home is agonizing. Master, you're famous and rich. Your work is wonderful. When I saw your altarpiece in Nuremberg, I begged my father to help me become your apprentice. I don't understand how you could accomplish all that you have and be unhappy. Oh, I thought it would work. Yes, I was my father like my brothers. I thought it was my dream. All this life so much to consume my ever-waking thought. I don't know if I've changed or if what I wanted was never really real. Maybe I've been a fool this whole time. There's nothing better. Learn from my mistakes, alright? Yes, Master Andreas. I just have dark thoughts. This was my old friend Klaus. It's been too long. As you like, Master Andreas. I think that's where we should stop. It's been much longer than I had planned to play. Oh, we're also seeing some... Oh, did we draw frames while all that was happening? I think some frames were dropping while it was happening. That's alright. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if I'll end up streaming tomorrow. I might be busy. We'll see. I was gonna stream Persona 3 Portable, but I don't know if that'll happen now. We'll find out. I mean, yeah, I'll find out, and I'll say whatever on Twitter. Okay. If not, then I'll see you next time, probably Friday. So, bye-bye.